He's I actually don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, is everybody watching now? Have you started it up?
Yeah, it's up.
All right, so everybody watching, this is Coke with Old Camp Peach Pecan Whiskey, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
Wait, how
I'm
can see? This is why I wish y'all could see me because I'm looking at.
I'm having blackberry mead.
Are
There
we
you,
supposed
oh,
to be
you
doing-
suck. That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to
Captain
be
Morgan Cannonball.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be what? You're underage.
intoxicated? Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you can
I have
drink
to.
non-alcoholic stuff if you'd like.
I have to be. I have to be good con dad. I can't let you drink. I'm sorry.
In August, I swear to God.
Well, actually, if she's in her own home where she lives, she is legally allowed to drink.
Right. Whatever. I mean, you know.
No, that's
Yeah, with
true.
parents'
That's a real
permission.
thing. Yes,
Isn't it like 16?
it is.
Yeah, but
So she is quarantined in her house, and she is allowed to drink.
All right. So, all right. So now some of you guys have played Dungeon World, but I'm going to explain some things real quick.
Please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, people in the back, please.
Yep. So Dungeon World's like D&D, but it's a lot easier, it's a lot smoother, and it's a lot more just us being silly, doing what we want without the rules getting in the way. So you have a character, and they've got some basic stats, and then they have like things to describe what they do and their look. Essentially, you're gonna say, "I want to do something. I want to whack somebody with a pole. I want to like jump across a river, whatever." And then I'm gonna say, "Cool, roll some dice, and we'll see if you do it." In this game, you're gonna roll 2d6 dice. For this, for you, Natalie, who's not used the system before, if you look in the top left-hand corner, there's a little icon bar. It's got some options on it. One of them near the bottom looks like it's got a lot of little triangles and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you click on that, it's going to give you all these sort of D6, D8 type stuff. So beside the one that's a D6, if you click 2, that 2 will roll 2d6. So
Okay.
that's the thing you'll use the most. For you, your damage is with 2d4. So where the d4 is, if you click on the 2, it'll roll 2d4 for damage. And then there are a few other ones in your moves that have, but we'll call that out when it happens. When you roll that, in the chat bar off to the right-hand side, you'll see those things.
Are
So
you
go-
okay, Tate?
it's just that roll was terrible, so I'm like, dear God, it's gonna be all over again.
get those rolls out now.
Yeah, it's goblin time.
Those
So-
goblins.
So Natalie, if you would click the 2d6, like the d6 and the 2 beside it, so we can see that your rolling works. Yep, there you go. See, all right, you're doing it. You're playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to introduce our characters. So I'm just going to ask you some basic questions: what's your character's name, how old they are, that kind of stuff, and you're just going to make up stuff. Pretty
Okay,
easy.
cool.
Yeah.
Put it
And then everybody will introduce their characters. Once everyone introduces their characters, there's a thing called bonds. If you look on your character sheet on the right-hand side, towards the bottom, there's a section called bonds. And it'll say, for instance, on your sheet, it says, you and blank have known each other since childhood. So you just take one of the characters' names that we've already learned about, one of these 3 other people, and you write their name in that blank, right? And then, when you tell me that, I will ask you to elaborate, and once again, we're just going to make up stuff. So, that's pretty much how it works. We're going to kind of just get into it, and as we do it, you'll see how it works. It's, like I said, it's mostly you just tell me what you are or what you're doing, and some dice will decide whether or not that happens. All right? Any other questions beyond that for the moment?
No, I'm good. I'm trying to get a piece of paper and pen so I can write this shit down.
Sure.
I
I mean, I do. I've got like a pen, and then I have like a copy of everyone's character sheet. I have a copy of the basic moves. I have like
He's got it all.
this is all the questions that I'm asking everyone. This is the for the different rounds, writing out everything that happens during the different rounds. I mean,
I literally only use Dungeon Paper app and the one you printed out for me, so I know my moves.
well, I got a lot more to keep track of though. So,
Everything's up here in this big bald brain of mine.
yeah, I don't have one of those.
Your brain's bald?
Well, yeah, I mean, my head's
Wait,
bald, so...
Is your brain
yeah,
hairy?
your brain's bald. Does your brain have hair on it?
Well, there's the term hair brain, right? That's a thing.
I mean, I've never cut mine open and looked, but I'm just assuming it's bald.
I mean, I've known a hair brain or two in my life, so that's a thing.
My brain has its own beard.
Beard brain? What is beard brain? There should be some artwork for that. I don't know. Somebody Google that.
There's going to be now.
Well, I'll tell you what, my phone listens to me. I mean, we were talking about something, Brooke and I, and legitimately, it's something I never looked up or looked for, and an hour later, like, there were TikToks on my feed for it, and I was like, why are you listening?
Oh, yeah. I'll think about something and then an ad for it will pop up and I'm like,
yeah.
they're in my brain.
Yep.
But that's okay. At least they give me advertisements for things I want, right?
Right.
There you go.
I bow down to my robot overlords. Are you there, Natalie? Did you get your pen and paper?
I'm like trying to like Google search how to fix my camera still.
Okay.
Which is probably
Right.
stupid.
All right. Well, cool. Just we're gonna start with and Joel and work our way around. If you'll just sort of like at least dial in so you can, because you'll kind of need to know what people say.
Oh my God. Someone sent a thing.
Wait.
You're welcome.
Oh, yep. There it is. It does exist, and it's so dapper too. I kind of want to be friends with it. That's weird.
You could be friends with my brain.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And then I see it on Dungeon World. Yeah. Sweet.
All right. Yeah, and well, that's the other thing. So I'm dual screening, right? So I have like the messenger open in one screen, and then I've got
there you go.
I've got over here. I've got like my broadcasting software, and then down here I've got you guys. And
Go away, Devil Cat.
That's part of the campaign, actually. Weird.
Oh, it's good. I'll poke him and make him yell at us when we need him.
So,
Wait.
Wait,
Do you
what?
still have Stan?
His other character does. Well, he should, anyways. Or maybe he stands with Kai. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. So, all that aside, let's do the thing and the stuff. Joel, what is your character's name and age?
Shoot. He's about 40 years old.
Hmm?
And his name is Doc Reeves.
DOC?
Yep, DOC, and then REEVES.
Okay. And what was the age? Sorry, I'm spazzing.
40.
40. All right. So I'm anal retentive, so I have like name first and then age, and so you give me the age first and the name, and my brain just it dies. Right. So, anyways, what is your class, race, and gender?
Class is cowboy.
Yep.
Race is old dude.
Like human or
Human.
okay?
Yes.
I don't think old dude's a race.
Well, it is now.
Yeah.
We can make anything up,
Old
right?
is race.
Yeah, old dude. What is the dude race?
Do you have time, my
Specifically
friend,
the
for
old
the dude?
The dude. All right, and male, right? You said male.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. And what do you look like? Explain.
I'm gonna just take the easy way on this one and say, think of Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have a scarf?
A scarf? No, but I do have the cowboy hat and
Okay.
the duster.
Pretty like standard cowboy aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not Mexican cowboy aesthetic because it is different, right?
Yeah.
All right, and so you got some weapons somewhere? I don't know. There's a sheet.
Yeah, some revolvers.
Yep. And
I believe a rope.
Yeah, and then you also
Yeah,
have
lasso too.
you also have I think basically fisticuffs as well. You have some iron knuckled gloves,
Fisticuffs.
right?
I don't know about that. Oh yeah, totally do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean it's not like I made the sheet or anything. Yeah. Okay. Classic cowboy.
Well, we don't do iron knuckle gloves. I'm gonna go with just some brass knuckles. Seems more appropriate.
Okay, that's fine. The brass knuckles get in the way. Like iron knuckle gloves are like they're just on you and ready to go. But whatever, that's fine. And you
It's
get
my
some-
choice.
It's
my
sure.
body, my choice. Stop.
Yeah, you're right. Right. I did. Sorry, I assumed your weapon.
Good grief, man.
All right, cool. So, is cowboy a culture or is it just a description for what you are in the circus?
It's a way of life.
It's the way.
It is the
There you
way.
go. It's the way.
I'm writing right now. It is the way.
It is the way.
The way to gum disease. No.
Isn't that pirate?
That's scurvy.
Yeah,
No, that's
scurvy.
scurvy. That's scurvy. No, they don't get enough citrus. It's sad. We're learning things. All right. Do you have a religion?
The gun.
like these guns, or
No, like that
The
gun.
guns.
he's like the pew pews.
Yeah, the pew
Pew
pews.
pews.
His religion is pew pew. He sits on a pew.
I am legitimately gonna pew pew all the time.
I am okay.
What's
Stop picking on my guy.
what's your alignment?
I hate you. That's what it is.
That's a weird alignment.
it's
Chaotic evil coming out.
I'm just gonna. It's good. It's neutral, pretty.
It's neutral.
You know, I'll rob a bank if it's in my own. Yeah.
All right, cool. So you're cowboying. Is that a word, cowboying? How did you
Yeah.
how did you come to become a cowboy?
You all right there? Did I break you a little bit?
Yeah, it's just words.
I grew up on a ranch and started doing cowboy crap, and that's it, man. I'm good at it. That's what
Cool.
I like.
So you did not grow up on the Thousand Islands. You definitely grew up on the ranch. Cool.
Yes.
So were your parents cow people?
No, they were horse people, man. Calm down.
I can't. Okay.
You gotta slow down on that mead, bro.
Okay. Full disclosure, I've been drinking since 10 o'clock this morning.
Since 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let me catch up with you real quick.
Yeah.
I want to go down the rest of the pickle moonshine now.
Yep. All right, cool. So,
Is that good?
Oh yeah, I like pickles and I like pickle juice, so like I'll sit there and eat the whole jar and be like passed out and won't know why. So
makes,
I heard it was good. I haven't tried it yet.
was it? It's like your generation's supposed to be drinking like White Claw and stuff, right? Isn't that the thing?
what?
Isn't your generation supposed to be drinking like White Claw?
Do I have to be like my generation?
No, you don't. I didn't know that the norms were.
Young generation. Oh, good, Michael.
You're right. You drink White Claw.
Well, Natalie's basic, so that makes sense.
Or Truly.
Wow.
Well, Natalie's more. Aren't you Truly? Aren't you on the Truly train?
In the truly.
Yeah.
The truly true.
Right. It's for,
Choo-choo.
it's for slightly older people.
Or would it be true?
Truly. True. All right.
No, both my parents are loving. Nobody got kidnapped. They love me very much. We raised a bunch of cows and rode horses and worked on a farm ranch.
Do they work? Do they work for the circus?
They're gonna like fuck up the game.
No, they hate circuses.
Oh, hey, what now, Natalie?
They're gonna fuck up the game if I like restart my computer real quick because I read somewhere that if I restart my computer.
No, go ahead.
No, you'll be good.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. So, do your parents work for the circus, or did you like join the circus? Outside of your parents.
My parents do not work at a circus.
Cool. I mean, you work at a circus. You all work at a circus.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, your parents don't have to work at the circus. Honestly, if your parents do work for the circus, bad things might happen to them, or might have already happened to them. I don't know. So
That's
No,
what
they're
happened.
nowhere
Someone just
near.
walked up to you and was like, "You work at a circus right now." And you're like, "All right."
all right, cool. How did you join the circus?
I didn't.
But you work for the circus. Were you kidnapped by the circus?
My character can kidnap him and bring him to the circus. That
Yeah.
can be a thing.
Sure.
Hell, let's say one of their tigers ran away, and I grabbed a rope and lassoed them while I was in the audience, and they hired me.
Oh, cool. All right.
And they were like, "We like the the cut of your jib, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to be a sideshow?" I was like, "Sir, why not? Let's do it."
What part, of the
Partner.
what part of the cowboy is the jib?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, cool. All right. Does your character have any goals in life? I mean, joining the circus, that's life. That's life. Goal earned right there. But
To shoot straight and drink all the whiskey while drunk.
Sounds good. All right. Awesome. All right. Is there any other relevant information about your character you would like to tell me at this time?
He's fucking awesome.
Okay.
You writing that down?
Awesome.
Is that awesome with two W's or just one?
3.
Sweet.
Awesome.
It's just like a lot of
Right, exactly.
squiggles. Yeah, I mean, it's got like a lot of squiggles. Where is it? See all the squiggles?
Oh.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle.
Yeah. All right, cool. Natalie, you're back.
Is she
Natalie?
back?
Nope. She's
Oh.
Nope.
She's just like, no, I'm not. Bye.
She said these people are weird. All right. Cool. All right. So, who's next on my list? Natalie's next on my list. We're not doing her next. Nope. Daniel, Bob, Danny.
Daniel
Me.
Bob.
Yeah, he's like a cat. He has like 8 names.
Daniel, Dan, Danny, Staniel, Bob. That came in high school.
He's Stan incarnate.
I am Cat.
So your character's name and age in that order, please.
Captain Spaulding, and he is 55.
Okay.
No, I'm out. I didn't know I was playing in a House of 1,000 Corpses later.
Yeah. Not yet. It's not. All right. Cool. And what is your class, race, and gender?
I am a juggler. I am human, and I am most definitely male.
But not a juggler-o. Not a juggalo.
I'm not a juggalo.
No, but I
Sure
do
enough.
clown around.
Oh. Okay. Well, hold on. I'm gonna, because I don't want to be offensive. Tate, you're not a juggalo, are you?
No, my mom is a juggalette though, which is
No. Wow. Okay. Now you are aware
That's
that
awesome.
the Juggalos are the most hated fan group of all like music, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
But my mom totally defends it. She's like, they're not that way. It's just music, blah blah blah. And I'm like,
Well, okay, no, hold on. ICP is not that way, but their fans are often that way.
yeah.
No, so
yeah.
Then I have to ask, because it is the true sign of a Juggalo. Does your mom have a Hatchet Man tattoo?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
So that's okay.
Come on, I
then.
love tattoos. You gotta get them.
I mean, I have tattoos, but they're not Hatchet Man tattoos though.
Well, you're not a true gentleman.
I know. Cool. All right. So, all right. Moving on. What does Cap look like?
Well, Captain Spaulding is 6'4". He is very, very bald, but he has a nice full gray beard. He's currently wearing a lot of white and blue face paint.
Sure.
Looks like clown makeup.
Because he's a Juggalo.
He is also currently donning clown shoes, a nice striped clown suit, and a patriotic top hat.
I'm gonna write decreased mobility because clown shoes are not good for running in.
He doesn't run.
That's good.
He's like 55. He doesn't run.
Staniel's gonna be the first one I shoot in the knee when I leave him behind.
Wow.
Okay.
So in the last campaign that I did, the last four set, they fought this hobgoblin, and one person hit the knee, and then everyone was like, "We're gonna hit the knee." So everyone was just attacking this hobgoblin's knee for like 30 minutes. They're attacking its knee.
That is awesome.
Yeah, old Dylan. All right, so what's your weapon, Cap?
My weapons are 3 juggling clubs.
Yeah, cool. Yep, it's like I knew that. Natalie, are you with us now? Can't hear
Nope.
Natalie. No hearing of the
Aw.
Natalie. It's like everything she does just makes it worse. Natalie, what are you doing?
I do not hear.
No, none of us do.
No. All right. Anyways. All right. So juggling clubs. How did you become a juggler?
More specifically,
Dope music.
I became a juggler for this circus because I am on the run, and I told the circus ringlet master that I would kill him if he didn't hire me.
Cool. All right. Cool. Dude.
Oh yeah, since you didn't ask, I'm chaotic evil.
Yeah, that's fine. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you have a religion?
Murder.
Sure.
Oh wow.
We gonna be real good friends.
Oh, that's right, Stanley. You're part of the knee hitting group. That's right.
Yes, I was. I was
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
You never said anything. I was like, no, yeah,
Yeah,
someone else.
That was you. All right, cool. And you said chaotic evil was your alignment, so
Yes,
I'm just gonna write not nice. Is that okay?
not nice. Definitely not nice.
So, Natalie's maybe back. No, something.
Do not hear that of the gnat.
Anyways, so yeah, okay. How'd you become a juggler?
Told the ringmaster I would murder him if he didn't hire me since I'm on the run.
No, that's how you joined the circus. But how'd you become a juggler?
Well, there was nothing else I could do aside from murder,
Okay,
so I just started juggling.
juggle murder,
Body parts.
murder juggle.
Body parts, yes.
Yeah, body parts. All right. And did anyone mentor you in juggling
No, I just looked it up on the Wikipedias.
on Fantasy Wikipedia? That's fine.
Juggalo for dummies.
I'm not going to touch that one. And that's what she said. Anyways. So what are your goals?
Basically, I am trying to earn up enough money to start up my gas station / chicken eatery.
Sure.
I hear
That
you.
makes sense. Are you sure you're not a juggler? So, Captain is Captain a name or is it a title?
It is the name I tell people I have.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. All right, cool deal. And you don't. Is there anyone in the circus that you like have a connection to or an affinity with?
I like that the cowboy shoots people.
Sure. Yep. All right. Makes sense. Do we have Natalie now?
Incorrect.
Natalie, you're making it worse.
Just like last time. This is great.
Natalie, come back to us.
Mike, have her do messenger chat time and just put it by.
Ooh, Natalie's typing at
so
least.
we can hear it.
Natalie's typing. Who's she typing?
By the by, there is, just for fun, my stepson works in the circus as well as a strongman.
So you married?
Yes.
To his stepson? Is that what
No.
Okay,
No,
hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold on. Browser down.
They are no longer asking.
All right. So, hold on, because the fact that you're married and have a stepchild adds a lot of dynamic to this. Because I was like, "Is there anyone you're close to?" And he's like, "No, not my
Well, I
wife."
thought about it. I was like, it might be fun to have a family member in the circus.
Okay, cool. So, what does your wife do? Or husband? I'm sorry. I did assume you're.
The wife and my daughter both don't work in the circus. They live on a farmhouse far, far away from it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
They definitely got kidnapped and murdered now. That's fine.
What's up
You mean
with all
they
these
do the
pumpkin
kidnapping and
bumpkins?
murdering?
Yeah, it's cool.
My stepson is weird. He's like, how tall is he?
Is that
He's
why you
like
married him?
7'4", and he's badly deformed. He's completely deaf.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Does he have a name?
He goes by Tiny.
Tiny. Sure.
Is your stepdaughter super hot and blonde, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
I think I've seen this movie.
You've had to have seen
Have
this
you not
movie.
seen the movie, Mike?
Are we talking about? I don't know.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There's like
Devil's
7 of them.
Rejects.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
He's legitly just naming off all these movies.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
sorry.
where the
I'm-
background
100% that's who this is.
I'm uncultured. I'm sorry.
I'm uncultured as well, apparently.
Yeah.
It's a good horror movie where the bad guys
actor that
win.
did Captain Spaulding passed away like 2 months ago.
Yeah, man, I was so sad. Actually, it was last year, September, October.
Yeah, it wasn't too far away.
Me.
All right, so Take, what's up? What's your name and age?
My name, B. Calliope.
Okay.
And she's an elf of 200 years.
200. Those are not the orders I need them in, but that's okay.
Sorry, bud.
Okay. That's fine. You're a knife thrower, right? Knife thrower? Knife thrower. You throw
Yeah,
knives.
knife thrower.
Yep. And gender? Did we cover gender? I think you said.
Female.
I think you did say she, but
Yeah, it
Is
doesn't
it
matter.
Calliope or is it B Calliope?
Calliope.
Okay.
I initially thought that, but from the context, I assumed it was not B. Calliope.
I wasn't sure, man. I had to ask.
Not to be confused with A. Calliope or C. Calliope. Yeah. All right. What does Calliope look like?
Calliope is about 5'7". She has long pink hair that reaches just below her lower back, and it's tied neatly into a little red bow in the back. She wears white face paint with 2 rosy circles on each cheek.
Okay.
And her neck and her arms are all bandaged up, and she tells people that it's from knife throwing incidents, but it's not. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah. Okay. Sure thing.
Let's see. I have it all written down. Sorry, I did this shit in advance.
Yeah.
Her skin color isn't really necessarily seeable, except for on her ears because she's all covered up. But you can tell that it's like a pale purple color. And then she wears a ruffled collar shirt with a black vest on top, with black shorts and striped leggings and no shoes. 'Cause fuck shoes.
Right. I mean,
I've got shoes for the both of us.
They slow her down.
yeah. Well, this will slow us all down, right? Yep.
Right.
All right. So, and you're using a weapon of some sort.
Oh yeah.
Probably knives.
Daggers and knives for
Yeah.
days.
Right.
She has 2 dueling blades and then a lot of throwing knives.
Yep. It's like, yeah, I'm a knife thrower. I like to use just like a rake.
Yeah. She has a spoon at her disposal.
Is she the Tick? It's probably. Do you get that reference? Probably not.
No.
Yeah. Natalie, can you hear us? Can we hear you? Confound it all. Mm-hmm.
She's
Oh!
Shit, it worked.
Hello!
hello.
We can see
I thought-
and hear
I
you.
was using Peter's dinosaur computer.
Okay. Well, Peter is not completely useless. Look at that.
Oh,
He's right
damn.
here.
Thank you, Peter.
I can't really hear you guys, but whatever.
Turn your volume up.
Really.
Do you have headphones?
Go get your headphones.
There are no headphones in the entirety of your house.
Oh, well, I mean, I
Hi, Peter.
What's up? I
Love you, buddy.
Peter.
don't.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get some headphones. Y'all keep playing.
Yeah. Because that'll also help from loop back, because that happens sometimes, and then there are the terrible sounds.
Oh yeah, where it
All
just
right.
keeps getting squeakier and squeakier and squeakier.
So yes. All right. So, Calliope is a knife thrower. How did Calliope become a knife thrower?
She ran off from her village and just lived on the run for a while. So she just learned how to. She picked it up on the fly and was like, "Let's learn how to throw some shit." So she started throwing shit.
All right. Cool. And so, are there any family ties, parents or siblings or any of that stuff? Cool.
So most of the shit she left behind in the village because it was being attacked, and now everyone in the village hates her because she just ran. She was
Cool.
like, "I'm saving my own skin. Bye."
Sure. I mean, as you do, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. All right. And do you have a religion of any kind?
No, she doesn't have a religion.
No. Wow, I play with like the most unreligious characters ever. Like no one ever has religions.
I'm
Like-
sorry, but Agnar is very religious now.
Would
That's
you
true.
like for her to be a Mormon?
No. Well, I mean, there was that episode of South Park where like we found out that they were right. So all right. So does she subscribe to any sort of elven culture? What's it like to be an elf?
She's not really the best role model to be an elf, so elves really stick to their own. So the village she lived in was strictly elvish community.
Okay.
But since she like abandoned everyone there, she's kind of kicked out of the community and is kind of looked down upon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's the circusness. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Natalie.
She can't hear us.
Natalie, can you hear us?
No
I can hear you guys.
Okay, cool. All right.
headphones.
Well, yeah. Well, I just wanted Natalie to be able to hear. 'Cause-
Yeah, I only have Apple headphones that doesn't work with this computer, so I'm fucked.
Aw.
So-
Do the Apple headphones
Oh,
not?
it's the lightning
They have
connector.
a
Isn't it?
special port that does not work with this computer.
Apple is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
No, Apple's not dumb. It's
It
crazy.
is.
It do be kind of dumb.
Hold on. There's Peter again.
Tell
He's
Peter
closing
to
the
get
door.
him a pair of headphones.
Peter just said you were noisy. Look at that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh well.
Yeah, I was telling him, we're like, help me! And he wasn't.
Yeah.
But,
All right. Cool. All right. So, outcast from the elven culture. What is Calliope's goals?
To live life to the fullest.
Yep.
And to also have a partner for her knife throwing act so she can strap them down and throw knives at them blindfoldedly.
Sure. So a fairly hedonistic lifestyle then.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you were evil?
Yeah, she's a neutral evil,
Neutral
kind of.
evil. Yeah. Neutral evil. Sure. Evil.
She enjoys kicking babies sometimes.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't? Listen, they're ugly babies. Some of them deserve it.
The Ice Age baby, she'd definitely punt that fucker halfway across the room.
So is there anyone in the circus that you have an affinity for or a relationship with or anything like that?
I feel like she considers everyone to be like really good friends to her, but if you were to ask anyone there, they'd be like, fuck no, we don't fuck with that. Why?
Yeah, sure. Why not? All right, cool. Is there any other relevant information you'd like to tell me about your character at this time?
The type of elf that she is like strictly to that one village, so like
Okay.
it's easy for other elves to pick her out in a crowd and say, oh, she's from there, and elves from her hometown can also easily spot her out too. So if anyone comes, they'll be like, you were a traitor that ran away, weren't you?
Oh, dang. That's rough. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right, cool. All right. That seems pretty good for now. All right. Natalie, what's up?
oh, hey.
You have to say present and raise your hand. No, I'm kidding. All right. So what is your character's name and age?
Her name?
Yeah.
Marjorie?
Marjorie. Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. And how old is Marjorie?
She's 37.
Okay. We lost Tate. Did you guys lose Tate?
Yeah, I did too.
I lost Tate as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Okay. Weird.
Well, let
She
me write
probably
down my
died
characters
laughing
for
on the
stuff.
Marjorie thing.
Actually, can I change my character's age?
Yeah.
She's 24. No, 25.
Does she have blue hair that goes really high?
Fuck no.
Oh, Marge. Yeah, that's right. It took me a second. Yeah. All right, Natalie, your glass is getting low. You need to refill it.
Speaking
I've been drinking all day long, so I can come down.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. What is so your class is acrobat,
Okay.
and then
Noted.
what is? Huh? Yep.
Noted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have the sheet, right? I mean, I would ask you, but I'm just telling you basically
Yeah.
because you told me to tell you. What is your
Yeah.
what is your race?
What are the options?
Human, dwarf, elf. You can be a gnome. You can be a fairy. You can be
Fairy.
Fairy. Okay, fairy. Sweet. We are fairy. And gender?
Gender?
Yeah.
Female.
Yeah. All right. Hey. Not everyone has to play their actual gender. All right. And what does Marjorie the fairy look like?
Like Marjorie from Game of Thrones.
From what? Oh, Game of Thrones? Oh man, that's so sad. What a waste. Marjorie was best girl.
Yeah, she blew up terribly.
But with wings, obviously,
She
because
was
you're a
too.
fairy.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you had some weapon choices on your sheet. So you can either have a pole arm, which is a giant staff, or you can have two bladed rings. Which one of those are you going with?
Xeno rings.
Wait, where part of the sheet is that at?
So yeah, under starting gear, it's on the left hand side or right hand side towards the bottom.
It's okay. I didn't know I had brass knuckles either.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
just-
starting here. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll go with the bladed rings. That sounds pretty badass.
Okay. So yeah, you get two bladed rings in either hand. All right. So those bladed rings, where did you get those?
How's that
Where did I
tickle?
get them?
Yeah. Yeah, like where did you get them from? Like passed down from a family thing? Did you get them from a trainer? Did you find them buried in the
My
desert?
head grandmother.
Grandmother. Okay. Grandma's bladed rings. Cool.
Grandma.
Yep.
Awesome.
So rings. Yep. Now, are there a lot of fairies around? Are fairies pretty rare, or are they pretty common in the world?
Us fairies like to keep that in secret, actually, so I don't think I can disclose that with you.
Okay. All right. And how does the world at large view fairies? Are they pretty receptive of fairies, or do they not like fairies? Or?
They love them. People love fairies.
People love fairies. Okay, cool. Fairies are loved.
Yep.
Do fairies have a religion?
No.
No, no religion. Nobody prays to God at all. God is so lonely. Damn. What if God?
I told you mine was the way of the gun, man.
That's true. Yeah. All right. So there's what's called alignment, and so you can be good, you can be evil, you can be chaotic, and you can be neutral. So, or you can be a combination of those things. So, what's your alignment?
Let's say neutral.
Neutral. Yeah. Yeah. That's the easiest. I can just do what I want thing to choose.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So do you have parents or siblings at all?
No.
No. So why not? What?
I hate putting myself on the spot. Us fairies, we're like a beehive. We have a queen that births us all.
Yeah.
We're all together.
Okay. Cool.
We don't consider each other siblings.
Okay. Sweet. But you have separated from the family in order to work for the circus. Why is that?
I was following a boyfriend at the time.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Was this boyfriend
That makes
also
sense, yeah.
was this boyfriend also a fairy or a race of some other kind?
Sure, he's another fairy. Sure. No, let's not have a male fairy. That's pretty lame.
He's Kai. He's Kai. Make him Kai.
Kai's still heartbroken. So, was it a human or maybe an elf? Or
He
Human.
liked tigers, and his
Human?
name was Joe.
Or
Joe
maybe
Exotic.
a
It's
syndrome.
Joe Exotic. It's Joe
Oh my
Exotic.
god.
No, it can't. It can't be Joe Exotic.
You can't say that. We can do whatever we want, Mike.
Okay, fine. It's Joe Exotic. That's going to come out.
Freaking Joe Exotic.
Listen, when you say things, they become part of the story. So,
She's
All right.
a fairy.
so are you and Joe Exotic still together then?
He saw another young hot fairy, and we are technically still together, but he's seeing other fairies now too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have it on good authority that Joe Exotic likes boy fairies.
Well,
right.
Mom was young before he discovered
Yep. All right. Cool.
his sexual orientation.
All right. So what is Marjorie's goals in life? What does Marjorie hope to accomplish?
Her goals in life are to. How old is she again? 25. She wants to eventually leave the circus because it's not her fairy life. She wants to marry rich and live a good life.
Okay. All right. Cool. Sounds good. All right. Are there any other relevant things about Marjorie you would like to tell me at this time?
I think that's enough.
Yep. Sure. All right. Sure. All right. So now what we're going to do is a section called Bonds, where we're going to find out how your characters know each other.
Wait, Mike, what are you? Are you just like the?
I am the god of the world.
Thank you, sir.
He is
Yep,
God,
he's God, pretty much.
Yeah.
and none of us worship him.
No,
So
it's
he's
so
just-
sad.
I actually hate him.
Can I just have a quick what are y'all's characters' names? Because I missed all of that.
Yep.
This
Okay.
is Joel. What are you?
My name is.
So if everyone will actually just type your name in the chat function, and then you can actually have their names written down and look at them. That'd be a lot easier.
Fine.
Yep. That'd be the easiest. All right. So, man, I feel like I'm in like a menagerie. the birds. All right.
I'm sorry.
good.
No,
man.
it's fine. It's
Can't control
great.
the chicks.
Just wait till my cat starts meowing. It'll be better.
Guys, please.
You have siblings.
No, the birds are going crazy. You can hear them.
Tyrell. Yep. Marjorie's fallen some hard times going after it. Well, actually, this is not Marjorie's first gay man. So.
That's true.
All right. So this is where we do bonds. What bonds are, like I said, is how your characters know each other, and there's some little fill-ins. So just write characters' names in those fill-ins. There are four bonds. I would like for everyone to fill out at least 3 of those 4 bonds. You can have more than one bond with a single character. In fact, you can write the same character in all your bonds if you really want to. That's up to you. But I said fill in at least 3, 4 if you want to, and go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and fill in the names to the bonds. And no one can put baby chick in one of their bonds. I'm sorry. I know.
So you're like an active character.
I am totally
Yeah.
going to use the ones that you put on this sheet for me because these are ridiculous.
Yeah, they're great. I don't even know what you're saying anymore. I have to read them. Yeah.
You put some.
So no lie, these character sheets take me about 30 to 40 minutes to put together, each.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must
Well,
be
I
nice
appreciate
to
the
know
effort,
How
but
many these days?
Say what now?
How many are y'all working?
We're working 6 hours, but now we're going back to full time next week. So
Oh, that's like
yeah.
It's so sad.
So
I like sleeping in.
I like getting off early.
Link should spend more time training their body.
Yeah,
What is that?
it means they look flabby. It's just a nice way of saying they're flabby.
Okay, well, you could have said that.
So this is just what your character thinks about the other characters. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily true, right? And every character has things where they like people and things where they don't necessarily like people. Because let's face it, everyone's judgy in their own way, right? That's a part of I'd say human nature, but not everyone's human, so it's part of humanistic nature, I guess, as it were.
Humanoid nature.
Humanoid. All right. So, do we have bonds filled out? We good? We gonna start doing that? Cool. Joel, tell me about some bonds.
All right. I want to challenge Captain Spaulding in a test of speed. That's my bond.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'm
think you'll
old and
win.
I feel like it's a good way to make me more awesome by beating an old clown.
Yeah. Okay.
in a challenge of racing.
Now, have you actually challenged
Hey,
him, or
these
you
are all
just-
written down on here.
Yeah. Do you want to challenge him, or have you actually challenged him?
I have already challenged him.
Okay, but he hasn't accepted yet.
He accepted, and he tripped over his big ass feet, and we both fell. So we have a rematch coming up.
Okay. So, Captain,
Yeah.
Captain, tell me about this this test of speed. How do you feel about the whole thing?
Asshole asked me while I was wearing my clown shoes. Of course, I was gonna fall.
Yep, makes sense. All right, cool. So, what's your next bond then?
My next one is let's see here. Marjorie needs to learn to cut loose, quit being so serious.
Oh wow! All right.
Excuse me?
Marjorie.
It's on the
Hold on.
paper, man.
Hold on, now I have to change my bond so that matches up.
So Marjorie, do you know that? Does your character know that Joel's character Doc thinks you're uptight?
Am I supposed to be looking at something to know that? Or...
No. You're making it up as we go, right?
Oh, okay.
So you can decide whether your character does or does not know that.
Wait, so what was the question again? You asked me if Joel's character,
So,
Doc...
Joel's character thinks your character Marjorie is uptight. Does your character know that?
I mean, we've known each other for quite a while, so...
Yeah. Now, do you feel like your character's uptight?
Me personally, as
Yeah.
this character, do I think I'm uptight?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Right. Yeah. Well, so also, I'll take a step back real quick and say that player knowledge and character knowledge aren't necessarily the same thing. So we as players know more than our characters know, right? Think of it like actor and director stance. You are the director of your character, right? Until you embody your character, and then you become the actor of your character, and that's actor stance. So when you're speaking in your character's own voice, you're like, X actor stance. So the director of the movie knows things that are going to happen to the actors that the actors don't necessarily know. So that's sort of how that all works. All right. So all right, cool. So Joel, what's your next bond?
All right, so I have tied up Calliope before.
Okay. All right.
She probably asked for it too.
Calliope has daddy issues. So Calliope, why did you ask to be tied up?
She just want to know what it felt like, the circulation leaving her body, getting lightheaded,
Sure.
dying.
No, that makes
watching
sense.
me lasso all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure. All right.
Good
Cool.
or not.
That's fun. All right. Do you have any more bonds, Joel?
No, man, I just pulled them off of this thing.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty good.
All right. Cool. All right. It's Daniel. Bonds.
Me.
Yep.
Well, Joel, I'm so glad you picked that bond because my bond for Doc is that we're always in competition with one another.
Yes,
Yes,
totally. This
Just
is
like
great.
you challenged me to a foot race, I've challenged you to a juggle off.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Juggle sounds so dirty.
I'm gonna win that
Juggle
juggle
off.
off.
It's gross.
I'm gonna do that lasso thing while I do it.
What
Yeah.
about a jiggle off?
No, I don't even know that. That's called twerking. All right, that's a real thing. All right, cool. So what's your next bond? I mean, that's self-explanatory. So
Yeah. As far as Marjorie goes, she's always found me very annoying.
yeah,
Yes.
Dang, Marjorie's mean. I
he's
don't like this character
no,
already.
that makes
I
sense.
feel like
He's
I feel like all of our bonds match for her right now.
Well, in all fairness, I'm a very vulgar clown. So
yeah. No, that
Yeah,
makes,
that's true. Captain Spaulding's an ass.
that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Well, so okay. Let me ask Marjorie. Does Marjorie actually think that Captain Spaulding is annoying, or is that just something that she thinks about him?
So am I supposed to be answering based on my bonds? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
Based on your view of your character.
Okay. She definitely doesn't trust Captain Spaulding.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Nice.
smart.
All right. Cool. All right. Then let's go to your next bond then, Daniel.
All right. I don't even remember how to say your name. Calliope?
Calliope.
Calliope. Calliope makes a killer pie.
Ha!
Nice. What kind of pie? Well, Calliope, what kind of pie it is that you make that is killer?
Fucking LSD laced kind of pie, you know? It really helps the mood.
Of course. Why not? All right, so you make drug pie. That's what
Oh, yeah.
Calliope makes drug pie.
Jesus, man.
So, all right, cool. So,
This is a really fucked up circus.
no, it's gonna get bad. So just be ready.
We're gonna be tripping balls fighting a devil cat. Are you
Yeah.
ready?
Yes. Why not?
Yeehaw,
All right.
yes.
Do you have any more bonds, Daniel?
Yes.
Yes. All right. What's your next one?
While she does make a killer pie, she also tells the worst jokes.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Does Calliope does Calliope tell a lot of jokes?
Calliope thinks her jokes are the best.
Of course she does. Well, what's your
She might tell a lot of
We all
jokes,
do.
but they might seem a lot more offensive and less jokish than she really thinks they are. So
Yeah.
she has a habit of sounding really chipper, but being really rude. So she'd be like, hold on, I have the quote right here. I like you. You remind me of me when I was young and stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So like something like that.
Sure. All right. Cool. Awesome. All right. All right. Then, Tate. What are Calliope's bonds?
Okay, so for Doc, I have him listed as I want to be a cowboy, baby.
Sweet.
And she believes that he has great potential that she'd like to support. So basically, she just really wants to be a cowboy also and supports his cowboy ways.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Wants to be a clown
It is the way.
cowboy.
All right, cool. And Doctor,
A clown boy, if you might.
yeah, are you aware that the Calliope also wants to be a cowboy?
Baby.
Doc?
Specifically a baby
Go.
cowboy.
A baby cowboy.
Yeah, I would say that he's aware that she's interested in the cowboy way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So what is the next bond then?
So she believes, Captain Spaulding has felt the tip of my blade before, so
Yeah.
she often uses him as target practice.
Cool.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
Walks around the corner and a blade sticks in his ass. Ow!
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So do you willingly let her throw blades at you, Captain Spaulding, or is that just something she does?
It's a bad habit.
At first, I was really annoyed by it, but then I realized she had the potential to murder people. So I was like, maybe I'll bring her into the family.
Cool. All right. Good.
Hell yeah.
All right. Cool. So then, what's your next one then?
All right, so she believes that Marjorie takes life too seriously.
Dang. Marjorie's gonna have a complex by the time this is over.
She probably stops her from killing people sometimes,
Oh,
and
that
it's not
makes
very
sense.
fun.
Yeah.
That's-
Marjorie just became mom of the group. Wow.
She's the only sane person here.
You're also like are you the youngest? All right,
Are you talking about Margaret?
yeah, Marjorie is the youngest,
Yeah,
25.
and you're the mom,
You're the mom friend.
and you're already the mom of the group. Look at that.
She's 25 and the mom of the group.
Yep. All right, cool. And do you have any more drawings?
Yes, the next one is even though she thinks that Marjorie has confided in me their secret, so it's just about her ex-boyfriend,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Joe Exotic.
Yep.
He confided
Cool.
in her
So-
when they were breaking up.
Yeah.
And they were having problems because of his sexuality.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. That's fantastic. It's gonna be so good. Okay.
I'm amazed that she's so uptight and such a mom of the group, yet she just went out with Joe Exotic. That's
Yes. Listen, hey, you all the time see like these really like well put together, sensible people that make just the worst decisions, right? It happens. It's a real thing. All right, cool. That is great. So Natalie, tell me about Marjorie's bonds.
Okay, hold on, I have to pull up this thing. So am I supposed to just like read them to you? Is that what the thing
Yeah,
is?
say you and blank have known each other since childhood.
Okay. I have known, I think it's Doc
Doc.
since I was a child.
Okay. Yeah. Well, obviously, since you were a child, he would have still been like,
20.
yeah.
Yeah, it was already.
So Doc, explain that to me. How is it that you two have known each other since childhood?
Uh,
Well,
sh- she liked horses, and her parents dropped her off at the ranch, and she's kind of a family. It's a family thing, man.
Okay.
Yeehaw!
Her bee mom.
Yeah.
Bee mom dropped her off at the ranch to ride some horses.
Yep.
Okay.
You like jazz?
All right. Is that true? Is that true, Marjorie? Were you a fan of the horses?
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Love horses.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So what is your next bond?
Okay. I don't completely trust Captain Spaulding.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense, right? All right.
Yeah.
That's probably why he finds you annoying.
Evil clown. Yep.
Yep.
Evil clowns.
So why don't you
Plural, there's two of us.
why don't you trust him other than probably the obvious markers?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. You seem like kill a puppy or something, or I mean,
He kicked a baby.
It's 5
What was
babies.
Captain Spaulding's character again? A juggler?
That's
I mean, does anyone trust jugglers? Like, why the hell are they juggling?
I don't trust juggling. It's witchcraft. Said the magic fairy. All right, cool. All
It's
right.
dark magic.
Hates juggling. No, that's fine. Some people hate juggling. It's fine. All right. And
I mean, people are juggling for a time, and then they get over it, and they move on to something else.
yep. All right. And did you do the fourth one?
That was only my second one, sir. But
Okay.
my third one would be
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Reeves should spend more time training their body. I don't. That one was a weird one. That was not me.
Yeah, well, you're an acrobat, so you're very physically fit, right? And so like you probably would look down upon like people who are kind of let themselves go
Absolutely.
some. So okay, cool. So does Doc know that she thinks he's physically unfit?
Wait,
Nope.
Nope. I'm
Cool.
old, I'm grumpy, and I'm set my way.
Cool. That makes sense. Yep. All right. Cool. And then any more, Natalie?
what was the fourth one? I didn't really read
It
it.
says you don't have to do 4. It's just optional. So,
Well, I was gonna say the elf seems to know more than she lets on.
okay. So Calliope. Yep. So what is it that you think she knows? Well, obviously you've told her your secret, so she knows that. But you think she knows more than even that. So
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Just her general vibe. She just doesn't,
Okay. So Calliope, do you know more than you let on?
I would say that Calliope does give off that vibe, and she might.
Okay. Cool. All right.
There's still a secret to why she's covered up.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Hopefully we will get to find out. All right. Cool. So now that we have some bonds, and so we know how everybody knows each other, and we kind of know about each other's characters. We're gonna get to the setting. So you all work for the circus. You were all performers, but about a year ago, the circus came under new management. The guy who took over, he started replacing the members of the circus with sort of his own people that he was like digging up from here and there. And your circus was always kind of like a band of misfits, kind of a little dark and macabre, but everyone kind of gelled and got together, and it was an okay environment. But it's really just become very downtrodden and terrible. And in the last 6 months, you haven't even moved locations. You've always been a traveling circus. Well, he picked a place and stopped there, and you guys haven't moved since. And the clientele first started getting kind of odd, and then sort of just dying off. And so you have very few people that actually visit the circus anymore. And there are very few original members left of the circus. Just recently, the ringmaster, who you all had an affinity for, he mysteriously disappeared. And they said that he passed away, but no one's really certain of what or how. And they replaced the ringmaster with this new guy, and he's just sort of a real douche nozzle. But also, in the last 6 months, you guys haven't been allowed to perform. They've had you on like outside cleanup. They've had you on like cleaning the poop out of the stables, and it's gotten to the point now where the four of you are the only ones left of the original thing, and it seems like everyone who like gets called into the owner's office never comes out again. So you all kind of have some fear for your own life. You're not sure what's going on. The new owner also he's kind of a weird looking dude. He goes by the name Kefka. He's sort of a clown looking dude. He's got some face paint and some very flamboyant clothing. And his personal sort of posse is the clown troupe. They call themselves the Insane Clown Posse.
How interessante.
Yes. So, but all in all, you've sort of been summoned to talk with the new ringmaster. He's calling you guys into the tent to talk to him about something. So, you're all standing outside the tent right now. What are your thoughts and what are you doing?
The new owner is an old asshole. He ain't gonna do shit.
Fires me, I'll kick his teeth in.
Yep. All right. So
I also vote Spalding goes first.
Clown in first.
do you push him in or?
I do not.
I'll stroll straight in.
All right, cool.
Spalding don't take no shit.
All right, awesome. So now you guys have not actually been in the main ring for some time now. So this is actually the first time in months that you've actually gone to the main ring, because you've been kept out in your trailers and out and doing outside duties and stuff like that. So you enter the main ring, and it looks different from what you remember. There are seemingly body parts suspended from the ceiling. They're sort of dead things on the floor. It's exceptionally creepy. And so you're in there for the moment, and you're waiting for the ringmaster to arrive. Do you want to do anything at this time?
I'm poking the dead bodies.
I'm just like, well, all right, that's my kind of party.
Cool. Yeah.
This looks like a basement I've seen one time.
See you.
Probably mine.
So you go to poke the dead body, and it seems kind of firm, like rigor mortis has set in. It's been there a while. Yeah. So it and the smell in the room is very pungent. It just sort of smells like death and decay and awfulness. You might even wonder, like,
I want to perceive realities.
You want to discern realities. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, go ahead. So you can roll what, 2d6 on your wisdom, I think. On that, so.
It's an 8.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as you're looking around and you see sort of the dead and suspended bodies, you can see that there's like strings coming off of them. It's very weird, like off their sort of different limbs and stuff. They've all been sort of like cut, but there are strings coming off the bodies, and the ones that you can make out have some like almost like China doll face paint on them, and like vacant blank stares on their face. So
just for clarification, these are all hanging from the ceiling, right?
some are on the ground, some are on the ceiling.
Oh, okay. So things are coming from the ceiling. Okay.
Oh, great.
Nothing is fallen from the ceiling.
Are we already in the middle of the room?
Yet.
You're sort of here at the entrance of the room.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're just sort of sitting here waiting for the new ringmaster to arrive and speak to you about whatever it is he wants to speak to you about.
I guess I'm gonna start kicking one of the bodies.
Cool. Yeah, why not? All right. So as you're kicking the body, the ringmaster he shows up. He's kind of a gnarly looking dude. He's got sort of almost like a steampunk aesthetic. He's got this, giant cane. He's got sort of a skull-like tattoo on his face.
Kind of found my new cosplay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
All right.
Right? He's got a top hat with like some bird skull on it.
Spit on him.
Yeah. Wow. Do you spit on him? Do you want to do that?
Nah.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
spit like
totally
lands in
just
front of me.
Okay.
It doesn't get on him.
Sure. So he walks up to you and he says, "Ah, thank you for coming. It is my delight to inform you that you are now terminated, and we will no longer need your warm bodies any longer."
Warm?
You have to add that part in.
It's good. The circus was turning into shit anyway.
And just so you know, your skull tattoo isn't very awesome.
All right, cool. All right, he says, "And now it's time for you to die."
Dude, that dude has a cane gun.
Right.
This thing's great.
Flicking the bird.
So he takes his hands and he sort of raises them up like this, and
Like how?
like
this?
like this,
Yeah, can you do it one more time?
like that, raises them like this. Yeah, you'll know
Okay.
why. You'll know why in a second. It'll be apparent.
Oh, I already know where this is
Oh
going.
yeah, I already know.
Yeah. So as he raises his hands, two sort of like creepy marionettes come up from the ground.
No, they don't look creepy to me.
Well, maybe they're cute. I don't know. You have a weird taste. Whatever.
They're kind of cute. I dig it.
Yeah. So anyways, yep. These two marionettes sort of raise up from the ground, and they start sort of like gesturing towards you. What do you do?
Wait,
Calliope
where's
blushes. Oh me.
I'm gonna shout out you didn't fucking kill him properly.
I'm gonna adjust my clothing.
I
Then I'm going
guess,
to.
I guess the best thing for me to do is gonna be to cut off his fingers, huh? So he can't exactly. So he marry a knot anymore.
Oh, he's gonna marry a knot. All right. So are you going to start attacking then, or is that what's happening?
Should I, guys? Is that what we should do?
I want to arm wrestle a marionette.
I'm just gonna start bashing one. So yeah.
That's totally one of my moves, by the way.
It sure is. So the marionette's sort of like a lifeless doll. It probably won't arm wrestle you. You could attempt to maybe if you can get close enough to him, free his hand up. Maybe you could ask him to an arm wrestle.
Hey, dude, arm wrestle me right quick. Come on. Don't be a fucking pussy, bruh.
Yeah. So okay. So as you're all sort of debating what's going on, the marionettes now sort of start rushing and jumping towards you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut off his fingers.
Yeah.
We're just-
Okay. Cool. So you're gonna swing at the fingers.
yeah.
Cool. All right. So let's do a hack and slash to 2d6.
That is a 7.
Okay. All right. And go ahead and you're swiping for his fingers, right? Which hand, left or right?
Left, because I hate the left hand for some
Okay.
reason more than the other.
Right. All right. So go ahead and roll for some damage too.
That is 8.
Dang, nice. Okay, so as you go to like cut for his hands, he jerks his left hand suddenly, and one of the marionettes changes their direction instantaneously, swooping right in front of you. You catch the marionette. What are you hitting it with? You have like 11. I don't know. When you're dueling knives.
Yeah, one of my dueling knives.
Right. So you land the hit directly into the chest of the marionette, and then he pulls back. Some sort of coagulated blood oozes out of the wound. It's not fresh blood. It's definitely like curdled and coagulated. Starts oozing out of the chest as he jerks it back. Meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna lasso a marionette.
Okay, sure.
Hi.
Which one? Left or
Tie
right?
her up.
Left or right?
Whatever one. I don't care. Whatever's closest to me.
I guess the
Jealous.
Left.
the left. Sure.
Yes.
Yep.
And my intention is to bind her.
Okay, sure.
Listen, she's cute, but not that cute.
All right. So
Why
there's
is jealous?
it's like there's a roll for that or something.
Like, oh.
Yeah, I think it's a 2d6, and on completion, then I get them. So
Yeah, 2d6 plus dex.
Oh, that's a happening, buddy.
Yeah, what's your dex?
2.
+2. So, all right, cool. Sweet. So, yeah, tell me how you restrain the marionette. Explain it to me.
I tie her legs and hands together, in all the right ways. So now she's on the ground.
All the right ways.
All the right ways.
Done this before.
Oh.
All right, so.
Well, yeah, I had practice.
Yep. Currently.
On me.
So, sure. So as you do so, the guy, this word escaping me, ringmaster. He closes his hand, and the rings fall off of his hand, and he reaches for his cane gun and pulls it out at the ready while he's controlling the other marionette still. And the hogtied marionette is on the ground, and she starts to sort of twitch and struggle within the ropes, sort of uncontrollably. Meanwhile, what are Marjorie and I can these names quick. Yep,
Captain Spaulding.
Captain Spaulding. I want to call him Cap. What are Cap and Marjorie doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, no, you don't, asshole, and I'm gonna run at him with my juggling pins, juggling clubs.
Yep. All right. So you're just gonna do a regular attack.
Yeah.
All right. So
Was it?
Let me plus your strength.
That's 5.
Oh no! Yep.
Tripping
So,
over the
He's gonna
clown
fall
shoes.
over his clown
Just took
shoes.
'em
Yo.
yeah. So yeah, as you're running towards him, you definitely start to trip over the clown shoes, and you fall face first right beside the hogtied marionette, and she.
Doc Reeves is laughing hard
Yeah.
right now.
She actually bites you right in the side of the face. She's
And
hogtied.
now I might be peeing myself a little
Yeah,
bit.
she's hogtied. So now you've got a marionette sort of like on your face as you're on the ground, having fallen with your clown shoes.
Calliope's gonna scream, "You didn't have enough pie!"
Yep, definitely. And you're going to take 3 damage on that, and minus whatever your armor rating is. So, meanwhile, what is Marjorie doing?
My parents walked me through this. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So you can just attack somebody with your weapon. That's just a regular hack and slash. And if you tell me you want to do that, then I'll tell you how to do it. You also have some options on your sheet. So if you look at your sheet,
My starting moves, like at the bottom of the sheet, is that what I'm supposed to be looking at?
yeah. So
You can.
you have starting moves. Those are things you can do, and then you also can just do like a basic attack, which is not those. You can say I just hit it with my weapon. But yeah, you can do one of these basic moves, and you can tell me which one you want to do, and I'll tell you how to do it.
Okay, an aerial attack.
Okay, cool. So you're going to roll the 2d6, and then you're going to add your dexterity modifier. In your case, I believe that's a +2. So just roll those 2d6 using that little icon.
There you go. She did it. She
Yep.
got 2.
So you got 2, and then your modifier.
Good.
your modifier is a +2, so that makes it technically a 4. Now, how the rolls work is if you get a 6 or less, then it's a complete failure. If you get a 7 to 9, you're going to get sort of the thing you wanted, but there's going to be like a complication. And if you get a 10 plus, then it's a perfect deal. You got a 4 total, which is a complete failure. So with the aerial attack, you sort of jump into the air and you want to like descend down upon them.
Bad.
So you jump in the air, and as you're like coming down onto this guy, he takes his cane and he like sort of swats you away. So he hits you, and you sort of like roll off to the side a little bit, and you're going to take a little bit of damage. So I roll a dice.
Max damage.
Right. So on your sheet, there's a thing called hit points. It should have in like red 20 beside it. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how much life you have, right? So now you're going to deduct 4 life, but you have an armor rating, see the armor +1. So that means one of those points you can ignore. So you deduct your armor rating from the total hit points. So you're going to deduct 3 hit points from your total life. So your life will go from 20 down to 17.
My hit points is now 17.
Yes.
Yep.
And so,
If it hits 0, you're dead.
yes.
I wish I had printed this out before. This is gonna suck.
Yeah. We'll get you through it. Don't worry.
R.I.P. Meep.
Yeah.
Don't start off with 8.
No, don't start with 8.
No.
All right, cool. So what is Calliope doing?
I'm gonna go in again, but like have like a casual conversation with him while I'm doing it. Be like, "What is your name?" Like, I don't even remember your name, dude. Like, I don't think I've ever talked to you a lot, but I'd like to get to know you before I kill you.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So.
That sounds fair.
Yeah. Sure. So as you're starting to make your attack, he's like, "You don't know my name? It's effing Derek."
Oh, Derek. So, just roll d6 again.
Yep. 2d6.
That is a 6.
Plus your dex modifier.
Yeah, that was with the dex.
Oh.
I think. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, plus the dex. So my talking got in the way. I missed a step.
Yeah. You were. He was enraged at you not knowing his name. So as he pulls his fingers, the marionette like jumps on you. She wraps her legs around you and sort of bend backwards and sort of like pile drives her head into the ground.
I like these marionettes.
Yeah. And you're gonna take just like 1 damage though. So she's
that didn't hurt at all, bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
Again.
Yeah. So then what's Doc doing?
Doc is gonna trick shot the hand with the other strings.
Okay, cool. There's like a move for that somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's 2d6 and then I get a d10 if I hit.
Yeah.
So. And that's plus dex. Yep, it sure is. That's an 8.
Yep. So
hits.
On the 7 to 9, you do it, but it's an unwanted attraction. So go ahead and roll your 2d6 for that then.
Actually, it's a d10.
Or sorry, yeah, d10. So yep. Okay. So
it's an 8.
Nice. All right. And what are you
this is not
hand?
goblins again. I'm shooting. I'm going to do a trick shot, so I'm going to bounce it off of the pillar.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come across all of his knuckles and hopefully take all his fingers off.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So is this is the hand with the marionette?
Yes, with the strings.
Yep. Cool. All right. So you do that. It doesn't take his fingers off necessarily, but it does like sever the hold that he has on the marionette, and it bloodies his knuckles up. His hand's kind of pretty damaged. So he's going to take that 8 damage, and he's going to have X amount of damage left that I can't tell you. Right. And so let's go. All right. When you do that, though, the marionette just goes bonkers, free of control of her master. She just starts running around crazy. Her head starts spinning.
Oh, cool.
And she starts running for you, and sort of like just quickly runs by you and slashes you in the arm as she also sort of like starts ping-ponging around the room. So you're gonna take just a little bit of damage on that, and of course, you take 4 damage minus your armor rating. So
just a little bit.
Yeah.
I hate my god.
Yeah. Right. Well.
The gun.
Sure. So, what is Cap doing?
All right.
Well, I'm going to push this marionette off of me, get it off my cheek for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bite it back. Bite it back.
Then I'm going to get up and I'm going to try to distract Derek with my juggling skills.
Okay, cool.
That is roll plus charisma.
It might be.
That is 8, 9.
All right, cool. So, yep.
Yep. Get a
cool.
Clown laugh out of it, like a while you're doing
it. So yeah, your juggling is so amazing. Derek stops what he's doing and is mesmerized by your juggling, completely opening him up to attack. However, the marionette that is running around all bonkers like. Yeah. Uh, it jumps on you, and it jumps on your back while you're jungling, and it starts gnawing on the back of your head. Because apparently you are a tasty marionette food, and you're gonna take just 2 damage on that.
You gotta stop eating all that fried chicken, man.
Yeah.
You taste too good.
Right. However, that means that Derek is completely prone. So Natalie, what this means is that you can attack him with a normal attack without having to roll for it. You will just get an automatic success. So, what would you like to do, Natalie? What would Marjorie like to do?
Whatever you do will work. Do something awesome.
The answer is attack him.
Obviously, but I don't know what you mean.
Kick him in
Like,
the balls. Kick him.
Yeah. So you can whack him with your bladed rings.
Okay.
Yeah. So and because he's completely distracted, you can do that without having to roll like the 2d6 to see if you actually do it or not. You will automatically do it. So all you have to do is roll for damage. So your character's damage is something.
You can bite him.
One of those die.
It's 2d4. So if you click the 2 beside the d4, that will be the damage.
Okay.
Right. All right. Cool. So now what you get to do is tell me how you hit him with your rings. Describe to me how it is you want to like assault this dude.
I am going to hit him in the left cheek, the right cheek, and then the belly, and then I'm going to flip him around, and then I'm going to give him one last ring in the butt.
Okay, sure. So
Much.
he was completely enamored with the juggling, and so having done all those things, obviously he's no longer paying attention to the juggling. He does take some considerable damage on that. So doing the maths. Yep. All right. After such a humiliating attack, he definitely takes a few steps back and holds his gun out as though he's about to shoot you. But meanwhile, while that's happening, what is Calliope doing?
So the marionette that was on me, that was like locked on me, is it still on me, or is that the one that ran after Joel?
Well, no, that's the one. That's the one that's on Stan.
Yeah, it's on me. Yeah.
Okay. So it's off of me now, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Don't have to struggle with it. Awesome. While I'm on the ground, I'm gonna go for his fucking ankles and bite him.
Derek.
Yes, Derek.
Okay. All right. Sweet. So roll 2d6 plus your damage, or plus your whatever. I guess biting is gonna be.
That's fucking 6 again. Damn it. My teeth fall out.
So you go to bite Derek, but Derek's pretty angry, and so he just sort of kicks you in the face, right? Derek kicks you in the face, because he's Derek. He's a butthole, so you'll take 3 damage.
Well, he's also got something in his butthole too.
Yeah, well, it's not in there. He's been sliced. He has a much.
Well, he's shitting pancakes now.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not happy.
Meanwhile, what's happening with Doc? Yep, Doc's next.
Doc's gonna yell over to Captain Spaulding and be like, "This is how you run, bitch!" And then I'm gonna punch him in the side of the head with my knuckles.
Okay.
Me?
No, not you,
I assume Derek.
He gets him on the go by. He just fucking...
Derek.
Oh, goody.
All right. So what's your?
What was that, strength?
Yeah, strength.
Yeah, it's +1, so it's a 7.
Okay. Cool. All right. And then go ahead and roll for damage too.
What is that? A 9d6.
It's a 1d6 plus 1.
Yep, I got a 4.
So that'll be a 5. So because it's 1d6 plus 1.
No, it's a 4. That's with the +1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I already added the +1.
Look at you. You get a gold star.
I know. I learned.
Teacher's pet. Teacher's pet. All right. So all right, cool. So tell me how you do it. Describe it to me. Punching him in the head.
All right, so I run past Captain Spaulding. I'm like, "This is how you run, bitch." And as I get up there, I duck down and I right hook him right into the jaw.
Sweet. So yeah, it's a pretty serious hit. He loses a few teeth on it from the hit. You can see blood spatter from his mouth. But sort of as you're doing so, he does reach down with his cane and swipe at your leg, knocking you down. And you're going to take just a little damage on that.
Yeah, it's going to be 4. Go ahead, roll it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 1.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's 1. So, but you hit the ground.
0.
You hit the ground, and he's been knocked off to the side half a second. And no longer pointing his gun, obviously, at Marjorie. So, so Cap, are you going to take that? I mean, you're pretty competitive with Doc. So, are you going to take that just lying down, or are you going to get him to do something about it?
Hell no. I'm gonna run up to him and I'll be like, "This is how you take a gun," and I disarm him.
Okay, you do that with strength, basically. So.
Well, actually, I have the disarm starting move.
Yeah. Okay. There's probably something.
Oh.
How does that,
Yeah, it's with Dex.
yeah.
It's with Dex.
That's a 12.
Ooh.
Oh shit! He just took it.
You did
I
not
also,
use that gun.
Yeah.
I also gained a +1 to my next roll.
Yeah. Nice. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. You take his gun away. You got it. All right.
While I'm juggling,
Yeah.
can I flip Doc the bird?
You can. Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Because you're juggling
Well deserved.
You're juggling his gun now. It's part of your rotation now. So the gun's just going up with the pins and everything.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing.
So he's taken a little off guard for that. So the next person who might roll against him would get advantage. And what advantage is if the character, for some reason, if you have an advantage over them, you can take like a +1 to your next roll against them. So anyone who rolls against them will take the +1. And I believe we are at Marjorie. Marjorie, what do you want to do to this dude?
I don't know. I don't know how this game works.
Yeah, you just say what you want to do and you do it.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my sheet. I'm just like making up shit.
You just
Punch him in the
can.
face,
You-
run
you-
in a circle,
So-
walk outside.
So the sheet has some very specific moves that have some very specific rules to them. But you can also just say like I kick him or I hit him or I headbutt him. Like those are all options too.
Do I roll or like I don't understand how that works.
Tell me what you want to do and I'll tell you how to do it.
Okay, I am going to. Do I have weapons I use, or is it like
Yeah.
like I don't
So
understand.
you've got those
Hey.
2 blades, the 2 bladed rings. Those are your weapons.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only weapons I
Yeah,
have, and then
but-
the rest is just.
Well, you got feet and punching and elbows.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want.
That's it.
So
You
that's
can
the role I have to actually use to come up with stuff.
yeah.
Right,
Okay.
but think of yourself like Black Widow on the in the
Yeah.
movies. You can run up
Yeah.
and grab him by the head and flip him into a wall if that's what you want to do.
I'd
It's
say
your
she's an
choice.
acrobat.
yeah, do some acrobatic shit and do like
I'm going
Jump
to
on the top of his head and stomp him.
I'm going to back up above him,
Yeah.
and then as I'm coming down, I'm going to, do some acrobatic limbo jumbo shit. I'm going to hit him with my back feet,
Okay.
and he's
All
Gonna
right.
hammer kick his ass.
Quick drop kick.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So roll 2d6 plus your dexterity for that.
Okay, I don't know what my dexterity is.
Yeah. Well, roll
you?
2d6 and we'll get you.
Yep. Your dex is 2.
Will she get a +1 from that too?
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So 7
She
plus
got
your
a 10.
plus your dexterity, which is 8 and 9, plus the +1 going forward because you have advantage, which is a 10, which is a perfect hit. So then go ahead and roll for damage too. If you'll roll, your damaging modifier is a 2d4. So if you roll 2d4 for damage. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. You're going
She
to
just killed his ass,
You're
didn't
going
she?
to murder this dude.
Yeah, she did.
Explain to me the murder.
explain how you murder him.
Yeah, explain how he dies and everything. Just you're doing the black flip and
I'm going to take my rings. I'm going to poke out one eye, poke out the other eye. I'm going to take his tongue. I'm going to cut that out.
Dear.
And then
Can I keep his tongue?
And newfound respect for the fair's murder techniques.
As a trophy.
All right, cool. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, you cut him all across the face. He's bleeding out. He falls to the ground. The battle is, however, not over. There's still a marionette on Staniel's back. And there is the one on the floor, too, who's still tied up. She's just wriggling around.
I'm going to shout, will someone get this fucking thing off me?
Right. So,
That was boss.
right. So, but the Derek is dead. Derek is super dead.
Derek. I didn't know his damn name.
I would like to take Derek's gloves. Those are the gloves I want to wear from now on.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, right now, there's still. I mean, I guess you can do that. While
I don't care. I am looting that damn body right now.
Sure.
Those
You
gloves
want
are
his
fine.
gun rifle too?
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
yeah. Well, the one glove is damaged, right? Because you shot it.
That's fine. I'll wear it damaged.
Yeah. All right. So what what is Calliope doing?
So Calliope is going to jump on the marionette that has jumped on Polly
Okay.
and just like grab it and go backwards with it.
Okay. You want to suplex it? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that'd be like a feat of strength. So yeah, go
Oof.
strength on that.
I picked the wrong thing. Oh, that's an 8, so that's a -1, so that's a 7. But
Hey.
I'm still good.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
So
still
yeah,
did it.
and then go ahead and roll for damage on that too. Then.
That's a 3.
All right. It will die. So tell me how you suplex it. It dies, but you also get hurt in the process. You can tell me how it
So I latch on to this thing. I pat Spalding on the head and be like, "It's okay, bud. I got this." And I freaking take it back, do a spiral, and like crush this thing completely. But I end up like face planting pretty hard.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
how I
And
come up with
it's-
a bloody nose, and I'm just like, "It's all right."
Yeah, so you take 2 damage on that, but the marionette is dead. So the marionette on the ground, are y'all going to do anything about that? Or are you just going to just sort of leave it there? What's the plan, group?
I'm gonna walk over and curb stomp it.
Sure, it's prone. I
Oh,
will give that to you as a free action. It's prone, and so it can't get free at the moment. So yeah, you just bash its head in. As you do so, its head kind of crushes, almost like a China doll's head, and then some sort of like gray, oozy brain matter, sort of like gelatinously flops out. It's like I said, it's kind of decayed and stuff. So it might have been a person at some point in time, but it's not now. But that concludes that particular battle. So
Yeah, I'm gonna collect my lasso, and then that little heart necklace she's wearing, I'm gonna take that too.
yeah,
I'm gonna
Doc's a collector.
I'm putting knee-high stockings because those are pretty cool.
yeah.
See, everybody grab something.
I'm gonna ask Marjorie for that tongue so I can keep it.
I'll definitely do that.
Yeah. So now
I'm going to give Joel the gun that I have in my
Yes.
arsenal now.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ask Calliope for a knife and just take one of his hands.
Okay. You
Sweet.
can borrow one of my knives, but I
Yeah.
need it back.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So definitely, all that sort of it happens, right?
Totally happens.
So then, what's next? Because this guy's attacked you, but there's likely to be others because the main guy kind of wants you dead. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm walking around.
I'm gonna stand up and be like, "Come on, bring it out, bro!"
So there's the front entrance which you came in, and then there's also a back entrance to this place that you could exit through, and sort of which way do you go? I guess.
The back entrance sounds fun.
Yeah.
No, front entrance, they're expecting us to go the back entrance.
Are they, or are they waiting for us to leave out the front, which is normal?
No, we killed him. We need to go to the front, own it.
Wait. What if we send his body out first? That
What if we
way-
use one of your knives and we just cut a hole in the side of the tent and leave?
There we go.
I'm down for that, Joel. Down for that.
Because it's a tent.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
cut a hole in the side of the tent.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
All right.
On the way out, I'm bashing every head in just to make sure everything's dead.
Sure.
Double tap.
So you go to cut the side of the tent, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you cut the side of the tent, and you look, nothing there. And so you start to make your way out, I assume, to the side of the tent. Yep. All right. So what's the plan? You're sort of like in the middle of this whole like circus thing. Which direction are you heading? Now you've got sort of the main guy's tent, the guy who's running the show. It's sort of off in the distance. You've got sort of like the animal stable area. You've got the sort of where they keep all of the like feed and stuff for the animals, in sort of another different area. Which way are you kind of heading?
I got 30 bottles of whiskey in my trailer. You want to go back there? Celebrate.
Use a fucking drink. Let's do it.
Is there any way to light the main tin on fire?
Not at this time. You don't have any sort of.
I have torches.
You know what?
I want to go see
You know what?
tigers.
Actually, you do have torches. You can light it on fire. I'm okay with that.
Right. So yeah,
Oh,
we're
I'm
gonna,
like that.
Wait, you said it was a tin of like animals?
No, this is the
the main tin.
the main performance tent that you were just in.
Yeah, just to light the fire.
You said something else.
I'm gonna light it on fire and be like, all right, let's go get some whiskey.
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds good.
All right. Cool. So you light the main tent on fire, and it's old. It's been around for a long time. It goes up pretty quickly. The whole thing sort of is engulfed in flame within moments. This unfortunately, however, does obviously alert people to stuff that's going on, because there's a giant fire that wasn't there before. So as you start walking away, from the fire, who shows up but none other than Joe Exotic. He's a gremlin. Joe Exotic the gremlin shows up.
What the hell? Mike, how did you do that? That's the greatest thing
Yes.
I'm gonna hold.
Oh my god.
I'm taking the damn picture of this. This is happening. Everybody smile, because I'm taking a picture of this one. This is great.
Oh god, I was so just as we step back for a second,
dead tigers.
you cannot believe my joy when y'all decided that Joe Exotic was your ex-boyfriend. I was like, I've got
Wait, you
this.
had already had this picture?
Yes.
This is amazing.
Yes.
Like, put that in there because of that. That's so funny.
So the Joe Exotic gremlin.
Marjorie, it's your boyfriend.
Yeah. He shows up with 2 zombie tigers, and he says,
man.
"What the hell did you do to Derek? He's supposed to kill you. I told boss we should have finished y'all off sooner."
Oh god.
What do you do?
This is too much. I can't focus.
I'm gonna hold Marjorie and be like, there, it's okay. I know it's a sensitive topic. You have to get on. You have to get
Captain
on.
Spaulding's just gonna laugh really hard.
Doc looks at all of everyone and says, when he's dead, I want his eyebrow ring.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys figured it out, but I'm a klepto.
Huh.
So Joe Exotic, he points to you and he says, "Sick 'em!" And sick 'em! And the 2 zombie tigers, because he's an animal tamer and all the animals are zombies now. They start.
Wait, question. Did you find this image like on Google? Like, how did you find
Yes. Oh yeah. Yep. It was on Google.
That's
Oh, man.
the zombie tigers in the background and everything.
No. That's all Photoshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But anyways, listen. I spent about 3 hours putting this whole thing together last night. All right.
Oh my god.
No, this is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
This made my entire fucking month.
Right.
Thank you for saying
Yeah.
Joe Exotic.
So.
This is almost so good, I want to get it like tattooed on me. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
It's got to be a tramp stamp.
Obviously, yes.
So Joe Exotic the gremlin shows up with his tigers, and they're running at you right now, teeth bearing and
shit.
everything. They're coming down on you. Joe Exotic also pulls out his two shooters as well. What are you doing?
Well, I'm still holding on to a flaming torch. It might be time to use flying flames.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get to attack whichever tiger's running closest to me right now with
We'll say
flaming torches.
we'll say left tiger.
Left tiger? Alright. I'm going to attack left tiger with flying flames then with, let's see, it's Constitution, that's a 7.
All right. So on 7 to 9, you get to do your damage, but it is you'll also get damage yourself.
Yeah.
But you roll 1d20, so
Yeah.
sure you do. You sure do. So
Oh, God.
also you will also get burned in the process, taking 1d6 damage. So go ahead and roll for that too.
You just effed.
Ah,
Hey,
well.
but no, it's fire damage, so we'll ignore your armor. You sort of like hit the tiger with the flaming torch, and it takes a little bit of damage, singes its face, but it doesn't seem to have slowed its assault at the moment. Also, taking a step back, make sure Joel, you're marking how many bullets you use because you do have a set number of bullets.
Already did. I
Okay.
took one down.
Cool. And then also, Tate, whenever you're using daggers, you do have a set number of daggers as well.
Yes.
So, okay.
But I
Has to
can-
go with a set number of torches, right?
Yes, you do. All right. So, yes.
I do retrieve them. I have a move that can retrieve them after
Yes.
a battle.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. It depends on what you roll, depending on how many of them you retrieve.
Yeah.
Basically. But the move actually lets you retrieve everything you throw. So if you throw something that's not a knife, you could have a potential to retrieve it as well.
Oh, can
I
I
have a
throw exotic
question.
and retrieve him too?
Here's a good question. Did he get any bullets with the cane gun?
Ooh.
It's a good question. I have to make something up for that. Yes.
See, because I was about to ask if we kill him, can I take the bullets off of him, and or can I use my adventuring gear to pull out another box of 24 bullets?
No, the bullets cannot come out of your adventuring gear. But when this is over, if he has any bullets left, you might can roll to retrieve them potentially. There'll be like a roll for it.
Okay.
So, but with I don't even know where I was. Y'all distracted me. Confound it. Anyways,
Tigers are attacking.
Tigers attacking. Who's doing
Spalding
what?
got burned.
Yeah. So
I want to scalp him when we're done.
look, there are tigers about to eat you all. You should worry less about what you're going to do when it's all over and worry about what's happening right now.
Maybe
Okay?
if we talk shit enough, he'll get like scared and then call the tigers off. Is like, you feel?
If you talk enough crap, I'm just going to call Defy Danger, and if you miss a roll, you're going to eat eaten. All right.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna stab a tiger.
Stab a tiger. All right.
Stab a tiger. That's a 8.
All right. And then let's see. Let's roll for damage. Which tiger?
The closest one to me, the one that stared at me the wrong way.
Okay. Well, that'll be. We'll say that's the one on the. Which one did you attack, Daniel? That was on the left. You attacked.
Left.
Yep. So we'll say the one on the right then.
It's 5.
All right. So 5 damage. But as you do your 5 damage, Joe Exotic loses a bullet. Joe Exotic. He loses one of his bullets, and definitely sort of like catches you in the shoulder, and you're gonna take some damage on that.
Dear
So
God, he's just gonna give me my damage back.
yeah. So you're gonna take 1 damage or 5 damage on that. Sorry, yeah, 5 damage. Yep. So minus your armor. So all right, cool. Who's next?
I'm gonna run right down the middle and punch Yoda Joe Exotic right in the dick.
Okay.
Yoda's
All right. So yeah, roll some stuff for that. 2d6 plus your strength.
You know the best part about this is
Oh,
that
great!
the character too.
That's a 5.
So you go to punch Joe Exotic in the dick. But as Margie can attest, he has little to no dick.
Correct. You're correct.
Yeah. So he feels nothing, and he opens his mouth, and a foul-smelling odor just comes right out of it.
Gross.
So pungent, it actually deals damage to you. And you take
Man.
you take 3 damage and you don't count armor on that. So
Okay.
and it knocks you back a few feet from the smell. Then what's Marjorie doing?
She. Can you? What was it that happened?
What was what?
What did you ask?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know what you mean.
You're gonna attack him. You're just gonna like sit back and file your nails. You're gonna read a book. What you doing?
Okay, what are my options?
So you can just like attack him in any way that you describe, and we see if it happens. Or you can use one of your starting moves, which have some. So your starting moves, those are all like things that you can do that have like some other advantage other than just a normal attack. So like your aerial attack does more damage than your regular attack does. You have the backflip of doom, which can do some pretty big damage potentially.
Yeah.
So, or let's say. So, say what now?
Can I just do a regular aerial attack, or do I need to describe what I'm doing?
You can just tell me you're doing aerial attack. We'll roll for it, and then we'll see how it goes. So you roll 2d6, and then your dexterity is 2, so that's a 10. So on a 10, you get complete success, and the opponent is left open. So after you do your damage, whoever attacks afterwards will get 1d6 rolling forward. So go ahead and roll for damage. So you're just going to roll 2d4 for your damage. Or no, sorry, 2d6 on the aerial attack. Yep.
Wait, 2d6 again?
Yep. This is just for your damage that you're going to do. So you're going to do 8 damage. Is this to a tiger or is this to Joe Exotic himself?
This is for Joe Exotic.
Okay. All right. So
Bad blood right now.
yeah. So tell me how you descend upon him and cut him.
I'm going to go up to him. I'm going to unbutton that ugly ass shirt he's got. I'm going to start to shave off his ugly ass, hairs right there. And then I'm going to
Meep. Calliope's covering her eyes.
This is a
and
very
then I'll look in his face and be like, "You fucked me over. I'm not gonna let you fuck me over again."
sure. So and this is an aerial attack. So you're doing all this as you're like coming down out of the air.
That's amazing.
No,
I'm going to shave off his hair from the air, flip around, and then I'm going to turn him around and say what I just said.
Okay, cool. All right. So and then so you do that. He takes the damage. It hurts his pride more than anything. And sometimes like
Damage.
for Joe Exotic, his pride is like the most important part of him. It's his soul.
It's his soul.
Yeah,
That's true.
So he definitely takes the 8 damage, and even a little tear comes from his eye. You made him cry just a little bit. It's pretty bad. And this moment of sort of depression that he's feeling leaves him a little bit open to more attacks. So anyone attacking him will get a +1 on this next roll. So. Who's up? I think we're looking at Calliope, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Is the kitty still with us? Is the one beside me still kicking? Is it still purring a little bit, or is it gone?
It's
How many cats do you have still?
Huh?
Is there still both cats alive, or is it just one
yes,
now?
both cats are still sort of like alive and
Everybody's going.
running around.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go for another hit on this kitty then.
Oh, okay. The zombie cat.
Yeah, get it out of the way. That's a 12, boy.
Sweet. All right, and then roll for damage.
Okay, can I just ask like a quick question because I don't understand?
Yeah.
I'll wait till you're done.
Go ahead.
That's 6.
Okay. What's your question?
Can you explain to me like the double rolls? Like the first one is for, the second one's for damage, but what's the first roll for?
The first roll is to see if you're successful in what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the one that really gets you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. Yeah. So,
What has to be for you to be able to be successful or not? Like, what is it? What are you comparing it to?
So you're rolling 2d6, and if you get a combined score of 6 or less, then it's a failure. If you get a 7 to 9, which with 2 d6 dice is the most likely mathematical scenario, if you get a 7 to 9, you're going to get the thing you want, but there's going to be some sort of complication, like you're going to get attacked back, or you're going to fall, or something's going to happen. And then if you get a 10 plus, it's a complete success. Right?
Okay.
So, all right, and so yep, you're doing 8 damage to this little kitty tiger here,
Right.
And you're gonna kill it. So tell me about that.
I'm going to take its top half and the lower jaw, and I'm just gonna fucking pull them apart.
Okay, all right. And it's a zombie, so you can do that. It's got weak
Right.
weak stuff. So yeah, you do that. It's gory. Just stuff goes everywhere. There's splatter.
Like Betty, she goes, "Hooray!"
and you know, any normal person would be completely unsettled, but I think this group is pretty okay with it. Maybe Marjorie's feeling a little bad, even though it's an undead tiger.
I feel a bit proud.
Yeah. So, anyways, but it dies. It dies completely. What is old Cap doing?
Cap's gonna try again. He's gonna use another one of his torches, try and light this cat on fire.
Okay, all right. Well,
Really want to set the cat on fire.
Yes, I really want the cat to burn.
okay, yeah, sure.
2d6 plus Constitution. Losing track of things. 7. Sweet.
All right, and then 7 to 9 on that is somewhere. What does it say?
Yeah, it's
you can
another
burn two,
d6
right?
for
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. So yeah, roll the d20.
That's better.
Okay, well you're gonna kill it. So look at that. But you are also gonna burn in the process. So go ahead and roll your d6 for your burn as well.
You quit hurting yourself,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Not good with fire. I'm old.
Yeah. So tell me how you set the kitty ablaze and kill it.
Not to be outdone by her, I am going to take the fire and put it inside of the cat, straight through its mouth.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And the whole thing just bursts into flames. Then I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so the whole thing sort of bursts into flames. It does run around for a minute. This giant flaming cat. It's quite the sight to see until it just sort of like falls over and continues to burn on the ground. Meanwhile, Joe Exotic raises both guns in the air and just starts shooting them. You know, poof, 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 poof. And then he like blows them, and he looks at all you and he winks. Yeah. 'Cause
Calliope,
Flipping the bird.
he's asserting his dominance.
Calliope hammered.
yeah.
How dare you wink like that?
So what's Doc doing?
Doc's loading a breath mint into one of his revolvers and shooting him in the fucking mouth.
Do you have a breath mint?
I do.
All right, did you pull it out of your adventuring gear?
I totally do.
Okay. You have to mark one off your adventuring gear.
Done. It's worth it.
Sure. So shoot the breath mint. Well, 2d6. Let's see how it goes.
Can I help him out?
Oh, it's totally happening.
I know, he's got a complete success on that.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. And you know what? Roll for damage.
All right, that's a D10 this time, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I get a 1, right? Don't I? Oh, that sucks.
So you shoot the breath mint. You shoot it, and it hits Joe Exotic square in the mouth. It you can see almost like a sour look on his face, like he doesn't like it. But it is just a breath mint, not a bullet, so it's not doing a lot of damage, obviously. But he does take the 1 damage.
It's spearmint. No one likes spearmint.
I like spearmint. But anyways, so yeah. But that happens, and it's somebody's turn. I don't know. It's Marjorie's turn.
Yeah.
Marjorie, what are you doing?
Okay, what am I doing?
I actually get to shoot an additional round because that was a complete success, wasn't it? With my dex, it was a 10.
I don't know. What does your sheet say?
It says 2d6, 10 plus, complete success, fire an additional round
okay.
for 1d4.
So, yeah, you can do
So
that.
I'm going to shoot another breath mint at him.
God.
The first one is Muslim
For 2, good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right.
So he actually takes 3 damage.
Yes.
Full breath mint capabilities.
Eat the breath mint, you stinky bastard.
All right. Joe Exotic reaches down, grabs some dirt from the ground, and rubs it on his tongue.
Oh my god.
And he even says, "Confound it all, you damn dirty hippies and your breath mints."
Oh my
All right.
god.
So Marjorie, while
Yeah.
all this ridiculousness is happening, what are you doing?
This is the best.
Alright, well, I'm done with Joe Exotic. I don't want to attack him anymore because, I've already done 10.
Sure.
So, which cats are left? Is it both cats or is it just one cat? It's both cats, right?
Both cats are dead.
All tigers are
Alright,
dead.
so I've already flipped over Joe Exotic. I'm on my own. So now there's the 2 cats, I guess. Are they both, nearby, or which one do I
No,
attack?
but both cats are dead.
What? You just said both cats? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just Joe Exotic. Okay, so I'm from behind. So I'm gonna come from behind him.
Yeah.
Do I, can I use my, rings?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do a quick debit or credit up his butt crack with my rings.
All right. So let's roll for that. So roll 2d6.
Okay.
I think that's the signature move.
Calliope is very interested in why you have an affinity for going up people's asses when attacking.
Okay. So
I don't think that's good though, but 2 is probably not good.
no, two is definitely bad. Two is bad
bad.
things, right?
Damn it.
So you go to come up the butthole with your ring, but sort of yeah. As you do so, Joe Exotic having pretty good butt muscles, literally parts his butt cheeks, and you miss. But because he parted his butt cheeks, because he parted his butt cheeks, it also he relaxes his sphincter and lets out a massive fart. Right? It's the cloud actually literally knocks you out. You fall down to the ground unconscious for just a few moments, and you are going to take 3 damage on that. So just deduct 3 from your HP.
The guns are purely for show. He attacks with his body.
So his breath and his farts
Okay.
get you just as hard.
Hold on. Well, sorry, Natalie. What?
So, I don't know. So my HP at this point I thought was 17. Is that correct? Or are you keeping up with this at all? Or am I supposed to be?
Yeah, well, you should be keeping track of it, but it was 17, and now it will be 14.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
You got farted on.
Yep. Not just any fart. You got a Joe Exotic fart. It was an exotic fart.
No, the worst of all parts.
Exotic farts are the worst.
Got a TM on the end.
God. The
All
cloud.
right.
Packed full of all sorts of nasty.
All right. So, what's Calliope doing?
Go for the butt.
Go to the butt.
Don't go to the butt, it didn't work.
Apparently, we're just really into butt play here. I'm
Got the
going.
rope guy.
I'm going to do Shadow Blade and throw 2 blades, one directly behind the other for 1 D4 and then 1 D10 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And that is a 13.
Nice. Okay.
Up his ass.
Yeah. so yeah, go ahead and roll the D4 and the D10.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it on here, just because it's gonna be hard for me to find my D10.
Sure.
So 1d4, and then D10. Aw, come on.
Okay. So yeah, you throw your
Am I gonna have to grab those out of his ass when I come to get him back?
did you throw them at his ass? Is that where you threw them? Okay. Yep. So you definitely throw the 2 blades. The first one catches him in right in the butthole, and the second one just sort of hits directly behind it and pushes it in a little further. Right. So he definitely takes the 5 damage on that. So and he feels it. I mean, he when it happens, he goes, "Yowie, man, that felt kind of good. Do it again." I like it when it hurts.
Oh my
So
Everyone at this circus is a masochist.
yeah,
Apparently.
yeah. So what's good old Spalding doing?
Well, he's going to take his 3 juggling pins and he's going to use Think Fast and bounce them off his head.
Okay, all right, cool.
That's 2d6 plus Dex. That's 7. Where's my Dex? 9.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah,
That's 1d4 each.
yeah. So
3d4 damage.
3d4 total, yeah.
Boom, 7.
Nice.
Hey.
And then so explain to me how it happens.
I'm going to walk up to him while knives are going deep in his ass. I'm going to be like, shut, bounce. The fuck, bounce. Up, bounce.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you do that, and as you do that, his head gets knocked back each time. The final time, he pulls his guns up and blindly fires at you, and they graze you on either side of the cheek. And then
I'm assuming the butt cheeks.
Oh, the ass cheeks.
no, the face cheeks. Well, I mean, some people say you have a butt face, so that's fine.
Oh.
And then you're gonna take a total of 2 damage, 1 from either side, but you can ignore one of those at least with your armor, I think. So.
Yep.
All right. So what is Doc doing?
I'm gonna pop up and punch him in the chin and grab that fucking eyebrow ring out of his eye.
Okay.
God.
All right. Let's roll 2d6 on your strength on that.
Calliope's just gonna note that we should
That's
wait.
an 8.
Kill them.
It's happening. That eyebrow ring is mine.
All right. So yeah, and roll for damage.
It's a 4.
Okay. All right. So describe the scene to me.
I'm gonna pop up out of nowhere and be like, "Surprise, motherfucker!" And as I hit him under the chin, I'm holding on to his eye ring, and his head jerks back, and the ring doesn't go anywhere. It's in my hand.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Joe Exotic, none too happy about this. He kicks you in the balls as he's going backwards. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a very Joe Exotic move, kicking in the
Yeah,
balls.
it is.
Yeah. And so, how well endowed are you?
I'm awesome.
Okay, cool. The bigger it is, the more it hurts. Cool. You're gonna
Yeah,
take
of course it is.
well, that's not the max. It was a D6, so, but you take 4 damage.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Above average. Very nice. Very nice.
If you answered small, it would have been a D4, but you answered large, so D6 you got. Yeah, so you take 4 damages. Joe Exotic kicks you in the balls, and as his head goes back, the blood coming from where you just stripped the eyebrow ring out of. What is Marjorie doing?
Marjorie is dressing up as Carol Baskin. She's going to, and this time she's like, "Hey, look at me! I'm Carol Baskin." He's going to be distracted, run towards her.
Yeah.
As he's distracted, she's going to pull out her trusty finger, whatever it is. What is it? Her like ring. Is it the only thing I have to attack him with?
Yeah, that's your only weapon. I mean, everyone has like sort of just like one weapon, right?
Frisbees of
Because most people don't carry around just like a bag full of weapons necessarily.
Okay.
Right. So all
I'm
right.
going to distract him as he's running towards me to kill me because I'm Carol Baskin. I'm going to pop off his left ear, his Yoda ear, with my rings.
Okay. All right. So I will need you to on your sheet it says under starting gear there's a thing called adventuring gear and it has what's called 5 uses. Now adventuring gear is basically like stuff you would need for adventuring.
So is this all my feet that you gave me?
Yeah. It's in the bottom right hand corner.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yep. So you have 5 of those, and so every time you use a piece of adventuring gear, you mark it off. And so typically adventuring gear is things that make sense for adventuring, like rope or a torch or whatever.
Breath
Or breath mints in this case. We're being pretty liberal at this point. So if you'll mark off, you're going to take that down to 5 pieces of adventuring gear because you will have pulled the Carol Baskin costume out of your adventuring gear.
Yes, no, I'll be 4 then, because I have 5 right now. So.
Yeah. Sorry, down from 5 to 4. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll count Carol Baskin, and then you can mark on. You can
Roll.
Yeah. All right, and then so roll for the attack, I guess. Will be plus your strength.
Wait, what?
2d6. Sorry, 2d6.
Okay. You gotta dumb it down for me.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, you're definitely gonna like hit the crap out of him, and then roll for damage, which will be a 2d4. All right, and that is just enough to kill him. Explain to me how he dies in the hands of Carol Baskin.
She fucking killed.
Carol Baskin and her trusty husband, who's always by her side. The second husband, not the first husband, because she killed her.
Of course, he fed the
The
tiger.
second, they take him to court. They put him in jail, and then in jail, he is murdered by his co-mates.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. That took a while.
yeah, that was an odd death. Okay, so it's been about 7 months, and you're all and you're all still just hanging out in the circus where you're being killed.
What's going on?
So but yeah, so Joe Exotic dies, and the battle is seemingly over. The tigers are dead. Joe Exotic's dead. What do y'all want to do at this moment?
I want to loot his body.
Cool.
Or what's left of his body.
Captain Spaulding's looking a little hurt, so he's gonna ask the cowboy for some whiskey.
I give one.
Yeah. So you guys, you have adventuring gear. You can pull healing potions out of your adventuring gear, and those will heal for 2d6 in this case. So I'm
gonna mix one with my whiskey.
Yeah, if that's something you want to do, you can. So
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Is there nothing in Joe Exotic's inventories?
Oh yeah, so Joe Exotic, he's
Come on, Mike.
He
I
has
have a bad feeling about this.
he has a $1 bill with a bunch of just empty sheets of paper wrapped underneath it and a money clip. Yeah. He has the guns, so if you want to like empty the guns out, you can roll.
I do.
Roll 2d6 plus your wisdom.
That's an 8.
All right, cool. So you find about 6 bullets on him.
Sweet.
Yep. So you can add those to your inventory. And the only other thing you find on him is a sheet of paper with sort of like a crudely drawn plan, and it says "Plan to kill Carol Baskin" on it. So, so sort of now that he's dead, and a lot of the area is now sort of on fire because you lit that tent on fire, and everything else is around you is sort of catching on fire. There is sort of one path leading out, but that path is also sort of leads directly towards the private tent of the new owner of the circus, Kefka. What do you do?
I'm gonna mutter under my breath. I put my foot in his damn balls.
I'm gonna take a healing potion out of my pack and drink one of those bad boys.
Okay. All right.
Do the same.
You said I had to roll for that,
Yeah,
or
2d6.
all right.
I'm allowed to do the same, right?
Yeah.
I got an 8.
Nice.
Nice.
I got an 8 too.
Nice. Natalie, I might would suggest you also do the same.
That puts me back up to 20. Woo!
Mine was 100% watered down with whiskey.
You're going to take a healing potion out of your adventuring gear, so you'll reduce your adventuring gear. Right? Yeah.
Instead of healing potion, I pull out a pie and eat it.
Nice.
A healing pie.
Healing
Do
pie.
I have to roll something for that?
Yeah, roll 2d6. All right. And then you can add 9 back to your health, but only up to a maximum of 20. So,
Okay, so would that be 20? I don't
yeah,
know what my health was
Yeah,
before.
it'll just be 20. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're back to full health, basically. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So the circus burns around you. The tent of the owner in the distance. What do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna stroll right up to that tent, be like, "Where you at, fucker?"
Cool.
I stand and watch.
So yeah. All right. Cap walks into the tent, and as he walks in, immediately he doesn't see much of anything except for an empty room, but there is like a door that leads to the back and stuff like that. So, as he enters the room, this is what he sees, but the rest of you don't see this currently at the moment because only he's seeing this.
Yeah.
So,
This is oddly concrete for a tent.
yeah, it is. It is kind of odd. Yeah.
I'm gonna lean my head out the tent, be like, "Guys, this thing has fucking walls."
Gonna run up with him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
What? No fucking way! Why did we get fucking walls?
I'm also gonna walk up there, and I
Yeah.
would like to do a hunch.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Marjorie's gonna stay way in the back. She's gonna wait till whatever happens plays out.
Yeah.
Yes, let the dumbasses go in first.
It's 100% successful.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
So you know that the main boss, this is his tent, and he also has his sort of little insane clown posse in this tent as well. This is where they sort of reside. They're sort of like his little lackeys. But you also know the owner to be sort of a pretty evil and vindictive man. Like I said, the people have been disappearing left and right. And anyone who's tried to leave the circus has disappeared before it could happen. So you see all the mirrors smashed around you in this room, and you know that the owner he's got a weird like relationship with like his own image, and that he's sort of just like off kilter. And you can hear sort of like what sounds like some voices behind the door you see before you. Sounds like some people are in there, like talking. You can maybe even hear a little bit of what they're saying. You can kind of faintly make out that one of them is saying something about the leftovers and men being defeated and having to hunt them down.
Hey, Cap, why don't you go knock on that door real quick? I dare you.
Better fucking believe I'm gonna kick the door open.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Listen here, fuck nuts. You tried
Alright.
to kill me.
So you are kicking down the door then?
Oh yes.
I take it. All right, cool. All right. So you walk to the door and then you go to kick it down, and inside, sure enough, is the insane clown posse.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want that hat when we're done.
I called the.
Which-
Never mind. They don't have anything appealing.
Yeah.
Look at all the alcohol behind them.
Look at those shoes, right?
Cap's like, them shoes.
So they all turn to look at you, and the one in the center says, it seems as though the prey has come to us. Hello, my pretties. What are you doing here? Have you come to die? So what do you do?
I'm gonna hold my finger up like this that has the eyebrow ring around it.
The one off to the side with the accordion, he sees it and he goes, "Whoa, you killed Joe! What I can't believe you killed Joe!"
I'm gonna tell him his makeup looks like shit.
So the other one on the other side, as you do so, says, "You're one to talk. You look like the hobo clown that time rejected. What gutter did you even crawl out of?"
Was that the one with the accordion on the tricycle?
No, that's the other one. The accordion one was the one who was laughing.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him it was his mother.
I want to take the accordion when we're done.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're sort of at this point maybe done with words, and they all sort of stand up and sort of start advancing towards your position, as it were. What do you do?
Which one's closest?
I also dance.
The accordion one is closest.
All right. In that case, actually, you know what? I'm gonna use rally.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, "Come on, guys, let's kick these fuckers' heads in."
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, roll for it.
2d6. That's 9 plus charisma is a 10.
Sweet. So you crowd your allies, granting each of them a +1 to their next roll. 10 plus,
Sweet.
you also get a +1.
Yeah.
So everyone now has a +1 to their next roll. So
Awesome.
Let's make some mayhem.
I'm gonna go for the shadow blades again.
all right.
Do the not in his ass this time.
Which one is it? Sorry.
The one in front of us. The one
Okay.
that's
Okay.
that is a 10.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So it's definitely going to be with the success.
Of course it is. We're gonna send it right into his big fucking ugly face.
Yeah. So yeah, you get the what is it? The 1d4 and the 1d10.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My bad. I rolled the wrong thing. Awesome. 1d4. And then d10.
All right. So yeah, 8. And this is you said this is the now accordion guy is closest, and then you got the guy in the center, and then you got the guy off to the side.
Right.
So you're going for accordion man.
Yeah, accordion man.
Okay.
Get him up. Because I really want that accordion.
Right. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's have Adam tell me about it.
So like I just like reach back into my side pocket in my pants and then just fucking flip 2 blades like it's fucking nothing, and they go straight into his stupid white bald head.
Okay. Yeah. Sweet. So
There,
yeah, you hit the you throw them. The one sort of like implants itself. It's not too deep. And then the other one comes in behind it, sliding just underneath it. It goes much deeper, knocking the first one out, but it goes deeper. And he hits his head back, and then taking the damage. He's taking the 8 damage on that. And then as his head comes back, he just goes and pulls the knife out and like licks it.
I'm gonna laugh with him.
All right, so in the meantime, he's having a great time with that. He loves being in the head with knives. Who's next? What's going on?
I'll run up and I'm gonna arm wrestle this fucker on the table. Seems like a perfect time to do that.
All right, cool. All right, sure. So you what do you say? Well, first of all, let's roll for it to see if you're going to be successful, right?
Oh, and I get a +1 to that, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
And it's strength, so I get another +1. That's a 9.
Hey.
Oh no, it's not.
No, you got
Never
like a 2.
I had 2. That sucks.
Yeah, you got a.
I got a 4. No.
Yeah. So you definitely like ask the guy for an arm wrestle because you want to like prove your strength to him and win him over. But
I'm swiping his liquor while he's not watching.
yeah. But he just looks you up and down and he says, "Why would I join hands with such an imbecile?" And sort of bats. He bats your hand away, and then also punches you right in the face. And he does. Jesus Christ, he does 6 damage, minus your.
Of course he does.
So. Meanwhile, what's up? Someone do something. We got Marjorie, and then also old Cap haven't done anything yet. What are y'all doing?
What? No, I rallied everyone.
Oh, you did rally. That's right. Okay, then Marjorie then.
Chips
Okay.
Marjorie.
Okay, well, I can describe you what I'm going to do, and then you can tell me what I'm going to be using to do that. Because
Okay,
that's
sure.
what I don't understand.
Yep, that's fine.
So Marjorie, she's gonna walk in. She's gonna jump up on the top of those ribbons. You know, the little like ribbons at the top. She's
Yep.
gonna start doing some acrobatic shit.
Yeah.
She's gonna start like twirling down. She's gonna distract all three of the men, and then she's gonna steal the accordion, and then she's gonna elbow that one in the elbow him, and then up chuck.
Okay. So
With her
you
string.
okay? So you want to do like you want to do like a five moves in one. So basically, we'll start with the first thing you want to do. You're gonna jump on you're gonna jump on the banners, and then what you want to like.
What? Okay, is it just like one whatever I can upchuck or do one damage or whatever it is?
Yeah, you can attack one of them unless you had a skill that allowed you to do more.
Well, that was the only one I attacked.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you can swing in the rafters and then like come down and uppercut if that's what you want to do to one of them. Yeah. But which one?
Uppercut.
But which clown do you want to attack?
The only one that I've attacked.
Which one are you attacking though?
The accordion.
The accordion clown.
Oh, okay. Accordion. Okay, that one. Okay.
That's the only one I ever talked about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got the three clowns, right? But anyways, all right. So yeah, you're gonna attack accordion man. All right. So roll the 2d6 plus your dex on that. So roll 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and your dexterity is a +2, so that's a total of 10. So it's a complete success. So yeah, you jump up on the bannery things, and then you come down. Huh? Well, you can do that in the uppercut one, but you can't like attack like multiple. You can't do multiple attacks. You can attack one attack. So, but the jumping up is just a feat of like acrobatics. You can include that into one attack, just not like multiple attacks.
Okay, whatever. It's always going to be one attack, obviously.
Okay, you're attacking the accordion. It happens. Describe it to me. And then roll for damage. You'll roll. What is it? Your 2d4. All right, cool. Yeah. Oh. So, tell me about this this uppercutness. How does he take the hit? Like,
Just fucking.
hello.
I don't understand what you mean. How does he take the hit?
Well, you're just thematically describing it to me.
I don't know what you mean. Like he takes the hit. That doesn't that depend on how the dice rolled. If he like.
No. You're doing all the dice rolling is done. You're gonna hit him. He's gonna take some damage, and I was just giving you the opportunity to like put any like flair on the action, like in describing it.
No, I have no flair.
Okay, sure,
Flair.
sure, okay, nice. All right, so yeah, you uppercut him in the face, and this is the one who's just recently like licked the blade. So he takes the hit, and he just leaves his head back, and continues to chuckle, looking up, not bringing his head back down this time. And his shoulders are bouncing as he's chuckling, sort of creepily. Meanwhile, I think where are we at? Where are we at in turn order? I'm totally lost myself. I think we are.
It's back to me.
Yeah, back to you. Yep, that's right.
All right. I'm going to be annoyed by that asshole's chuckling, and I'm going to try and light him on fire with one of my torches.
Okay.
Yay, fire again.
All right.
Yep, it's going to be another flying flame. Flying, whatever.
All right, cool.
And I get a +1, so 12. Sweet.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, roll for some damage.
Come on, give me a good D20. Yeah!
Holy truck nuts.
Fucking, they're all dead. We're done.
So
Let's go home, boys.
Well, he's dead for sure. The one guy.
Who is it? Accordion?
The accordion dude.
It's accordion, man.
Yep. He's extra dead, but why don't you explain that to me?
It's not even the flames that kills him. I get so sick of his bullshit, I just bash his head in with the torch multiple times. Just bah, bah, bah.
before he can even catch on fire, he's already dead.
Yes, his hair's on fire while he's already dead.
So he that happens. He falls to the ground. His hair is on fire. His face is bashed in, and in the last few moments of his death, you can hear just this sort of muffled gurgle chuckle bubbling out of his throat before he just falls silent. Meanwhile, the other two are they're pretty upset, and they are.
I'm gonna look at the head guy and be like, "Next is you."
Yeah, and they're definitely about to attack the one with the big hair. He's pulled out a giant like hammer, like just giant massive hammer, and then the other guy, he's pulled out what looks like a water pistol. Pretty odd. Right. So then what's Calliope doing?
So can I call back my blades in the middle of battle, or do I have to wait until after?
Wait to the end. Now you have a set of them. I think you like 12 or whatever.
Yeah. I was just wondering because I was thinking about doing the rain of blades.
Oh yeah, sure.
But I don't want to lose them all in the middle of battle if I don't kill them.
Sure.
But I guess I'll go ahead and do that. So I have 8 blades on me right now.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and do that. That is an 8.
Okay.
So I think.
Yeah. So some of them will miss. All right. So, where is the thing for that? So rain of blades, 7 to 9. A quarter of them will miss. So you'll still hit with 6 of them.
Okay.
Yep.
So
64s. Yeah.
So I'll just do. I'll do 3 for each. That
Okay.
way it's even.
All right.
So that's 5 and 5.
Damn.
Wow. So even. So yeah, you toss all of your blades in the air at once, and they start falling down. Obviously, some of them miss and just hit the ground. But then a number of them land on both of these guys, hitting them sort of in the arms and in the head and stuff. They're both taking a little damage. They both sort of raise up like this and cover, and they both sort of take their damage as they will. All right, cool. And then what is Doc doing?
I'm gonna do my pew pew.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot one bullet at each of them in the face.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
That's with Dex, so that's a 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, 7 and 9. You'll check on one attention. So, but yeah, you'll definitely 2d6. So.
What do you want me to roll 2d6 for?
Yeah.
I just did.
The 2d6 was just for the damage, isn't it? On pew pew.
No, that was for the. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, look at that.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, damn.
All right. So, a 2 and a 6. So you want to split that up between the two of them then?
Yeah. The 6 can go to the asshole that didn't want to arm wrestle me
Okay.
at the desk, and the 2 can go to the umbrella guy.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, they both sort of take the hits. This time they're like getting pretty upset. They take a few steps back from the hits. They're being a little more cautious now. They sort of fan out, one to the left and one to the right, and they're gonna try and sort of flank you guys from either side. But in the meantime, what's Marjorie up to?
Can I use my grappling hook?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to do with it? You want to so now the grappling hook's not necessarily for attack, but you can trip one up and bring them to the ground or something like that, which basically make them prone, making it easier for someone else to attack them.
Sure.
Okay. All right. And which one are you attacking? The big-haired guy?
Let's do the middle guy. The one, yeah, the middle one.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, roll your 2d6 plus dex on that.
And then what is it? 2d4? Is that the other one?
No, so this isn't for damage. This is for like you're trying to like use the grappling hook in a way that like this will,
Successful.
yeah. So
Oh, and it worked.
but but you got your dex is a +2, so you got like a 10+, because you used 11 total. So yeah, you use your grappling hook to basically trip him and make him fall to the ground, making him completely prone, meaning the next person that attacks him won't have to roll dice. They can just immediately attack him with damage.
Okay.
So it's a guaranteed hit for the next person. So yeah, the grappling hook goes around him. You yank it, pulling his legs out from under him. He drops the hammer to the ground, and he's just sort of completely prone. And then what's our friend Cap doing?
Cap's gonna see him fall to the ground and stick a torch in his face.
Okay, all right, cool. So
As long as I ain't got a roll, that's free damage.
Yep, yeah, so roll for it.
Oh, that's still free damage.
So yeah, you put the torch in his face. Definitely burns his face. He takes his
I
arms.
told you you were next.
He takes his arms like this, and like a penguin, just like goes like this and slides back on his back away from you. Yeah. But he's definitely hurting pretty bad now. So in the meantime, what's Calliope doing?
Let's see. What's the other guy doing? He just kind of coming at me from the other side.
He's got the squirt gun, and he's like holding it out, and he's like aiming it. It's
Pew,
very
pew.
weird. Pew pew. Squirt squirt.
I'm gonna take out one of my dueling blades.
Okay.
Go in and try and disarm him.
Okay. All right. So let's roll 2d6 on I guess strength on that, because you're trying to like pull it out of the... Well, how are you trying to disarm him? How are
Just
you...
like, cut his hand so he drops it.
Okay, so it's like an attack. So yeah, roll 2d6 on your strength.
That's a 7.
All right.
And then, am I still doing strength?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 6.
Okay. All right. So you go to disarm him, and as you get close, he squirts you with the squirt gun. Sort of hits you like on the side of the face, and it's acid, you know,
Of course.
because what a butthole, right? So and you're gonna take 4 damage on that. So in the meantime, what is Doc up to?
Doc is gonna lasso the jackass squirting acid.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, bud. Take him
No
out.
problem. That's a 10.
All right. So
Yeah.
explain the lassoing to me.
Revenge!
I'm gonna hog tie his ass up, and he's gonna be sitting there,
Yeah.
hog
Okay.
tied on the ground.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you hog time, arms, legs, bound up. He falls to the ground, making him pretty prone to attack. And so in the meantime, Marjorie, you see this go down. This guy is completely open to attack. What do you do?
Can I use my rings?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't have to roll to do it. You'll just do it because this guy is like completely tied up. So you can just roll for damage if you want.
So is that 2d6?
2d4.
2d4.
Yep. All right. So you're going to cut this guy up. Tell me how you do it.
I'm going to open his belly with my rings.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That's fly out.
So you slice him right across the belly. He definitely takes some damage. Some of his entrails come out. Creepily, he is still functioning, even though his entrails have just sort of like spilled out of his body. And sort of as you do so, the ropes are cut to some degree. He's able to sort of wrangle free, and so he stands back up. Some of his entrails just hanging out of the front of him, and he starts smiling this broad, creepy smile, and his eyes glow with the sort of intense, just sort of like radiance coming off of them. Meanwhile, what's Cap doing?
How far did the penguin slide? Did he slide back behind his desk, or is he just out in the open?
He slid back, and he's had time to sort of stand up now. He's risen back up and picked his hammer back up. He's at the ready.
All right, I'm gonna shout out, "Get back here, you piece of shit!" And I'm gonna use Think Fast and bounce my pins off his head.
Okay, all right.
2d6 plus Dex. That's 6, 7, 8.
All right. So yeah, what is it on a 79? Yep. Okay.
D4 3 times.
Yep. So roll for it.
Boom. For 8 damage.
Yep. All right. He will die.
Bye, bastard.
So explain the killing to me.
I'm gonna bounce the first one off his stomach, fat. Then I'm gonna bounce the second one off his throat, peace. And I'm gonna bounce the third one off his forehead, of shit.
Okay. So he takes the 3 hits, bam, 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 and the last one it was too much. It sort of you could hear the crack as it hit his skull, and he just falls backwards onto the ground, making sort of a loud thud. But as he does so, and sort of last effort, he tosses his hammer, and the hammer comes down, hitting you on the head, doing just
6 damage. That's all.
Just 6 damage. You know, nothing big. But yeah, so those things they happen.
Girly thing.
That's a quarter of my health. Just
Yeah,
Fine.
So what's Calliope up to?
Oh, you say her name so fast it sounds like Clappy, and I'm like, who the fuck is Clappy?
What's Clappy up to? Calliope.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the bastard that squirted me in the face again. Did he drop the gun, or does he still have it?
He still got it.
Okay, fuck. I'm gonna want that gun after this. I want it. But, I'm just gonna be like, that's a pretty cool gun you got there, and just like wipe the acid off my face. And then I'm gonna go back in to stab him again.
Yeah.
Go for a gut shot.
just casually wiping acid off.
That's a 5. The acid gets in my eye when I wipe it.
So yeah, acid gets in your eye as you wipe it. And you just scream in pain as your eye is literally sizzling in your head. So yeah, that's you're gonna take 4 damage on that. Yep.
That one.
Yep. So Doc, what's happening?
I'm confused. Who the fuck's alive right now? Is it the umbrella guy?
Yeah.
Just the umbrella guy's the only one left.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
the sensible solution.
The trick shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna bounce it off of the fucking dragon hands or whatever's behind him and hit him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna take shit because that's a 6.
Whew. Yeah. So you definitely you shoot off the back of the hands, but you sort of misjudge the curvature of the fingers themselves. So it bounces off the first finger, hits the second finger, and ricochets back in your direction, and it hits you sort of square in the sort of the calf as it's coming down. Take 3 damage.
Come on, man! You made me shoot myself with my own bullet.
Yep, sure did.
You're getting a lot of damage around the groin.
Yeah.
This happens when you're awesome.
Yep. But Marjorie, what you doing?
So it's the umbrella guy, the one that's alive, right?
Umbrella guy, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to. What do I have left? I don't know what I can do. What are my options?
You can still attack him just with your rings. You can kick him. You can punch him. You can do. You've got aerial attack, which is an attack. You have backflip of doom, which is an attack that gives you some options. You have some like dodging and countering, but those are really like if somebody's making an attack on you. So
Okay, I'll do the backflip of doom.
yes, to do it. So you roll 2d6 plus your intelligence.
So I need to. What do I need to roll?
I'm sorry, 2d6. Okay. So you go to make your backflip, and you unfortunately slip on a banana peel that's on the floor that you did not notice there before.
Great.
Yeah, apparently one of the clowns dropped it, or maybe it fell out of the entrails of the guy who's standing in front of you. Who knows? No one noticed it before, but you slip on this banana peel as you're going to do your backflip, sort of landing on the side of your head and falling to the ground. And you're going to take 2 damage minus your armor rating, which is 1, so you'll take just take 1 damage off your HP. So,
Okay.
yep. All right. So what's Cap doing?
It's only one of these guys left, right?
Yes, those the umbrella guy with his entrails hanging out.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna rally people up again. Come on, there's only one of these motherfuckers left.
Okay. All right.
2d6 plus 1. That's a 9.
All right. Cool.
I take a -1, but everyone else gets plus 1.
You'll take the -1. So everyone gets +1 to the next roll. Going forward, you're all amped up from the call to arms. So what's Glappy gonna do?
We still got the one guy. Okay.
Yep.
Comply with Calliope is going to she's gonna get her bearings, her eyes all big and red at this point. She's still smiling though, and it's like, alright, I'll admit it, that gun's really fucking cool, and I'm definitely taking it. Now she's going in for the gunshot without wiping her eye.
Yes.
And that is a 10. Thank God.
All right. Cool. All right.
Hey.
So yeah, and then roll for damage.
That is a 7.
Okay. So he's not gonna die just yet. He's definitely gonna take some pretty heavy damage. He'll be near dead probably. So explain to me. Describe it.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna shank him a few times. Just
Go.
smiley face. with the
Prison shank.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So he definitely his entrails are already like out of his body. Are you like attacking the chest or?
Oh yeah. I guess the chest. I didn't realize the one that had the entrails out.
Yeah. All right.
More entrails, please.
more entrails. Sure. So yeah,
Mustache.
he takes the hit and blood just starts pouring from the holes that you jab him in, and his smile just gets even wider as it's happening.
You're one key motherfucker.
He tosses his gun to the ground and holds his hands up like this, just completely extended, and just like bends his head down and peers at you through his brow. Yeah. Meanwhile, what is Doc up to?
I'm gonna run up to him and I'm gonna uppercut him through the hole in his gut and punch his heart.
Okay. Let's strength roll on that.
That's very emotional, Joel.
That's an 8. No, that's a 9 with the plus.
Yep.
The
All
plus 1 from
Yep.
Staniel.
So
happening?
and then roll for damage.
What is that one? That's just a D6. That's a 6.
Yep. So he'll die. Now you rolled with a 7 to 9, so it will hurt you in some way. So explain to me how you do it. It kills him, and you also get hurt in the process.
Oh, all right, whatever, man. I punch him so hard that I actually over punch, and I go through his heart and into his mouth, and he bites me.
Okay. Nice. All right. Cool. And you'll just take the 3 damage on that. So, and then you basically got this nice like clown arm sleeve you're wearing now.
Yes.
So,
Hey guys, how's it going?
I'm gonna high five you through his mouth. Just
Awesome. Totally gonna happen.
all right. Nice. All right. Cool. So yeah, it happens, and he's dead. And all that's sort of left before you when that happens is there's nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. So all that's left before you is the room, and then what looks like a hatch that leads sort of down into maybe a basement area, and you can sort of hear some like almost like pleas for help coming from that area, and that's kind of where we're at.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm chaotic evil, okay?
I'm gonna take potion out of my bag and drink it.
Yeah.
Same. Still mixing it with whiskey.
Okay, there's a few things that I want to do right now.
5.
If I'm
Sure.
allowed
Yeah,
to
go
do.
ahead.
And 5. Hey.
So, the first thing is I want to recover my blades. So
Yep.
I need to roll 2d6 and then plus initiative.
Plus intelligence.
Yeah, okay, sorry, not initiative.
Yeah.
I think you knew what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Oof. Did I even get anything out of that?
What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Oh, okay.
50 of them, so
Yeah. So I think as the sheet reads, you basically recover half of what you threw.
yeah, so I get 5 back.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to also take a potion.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Is it 2d6?
Yep.
6.
All right. So you recover 6 health.
And then I'm also going to scream down at the others and ask them if there's a party going on down there, because I definitely want in.
So as you do so, you hear some extra loud wails of horror and terror and pleading.
Sounds like a really great fucking party.
I know. Yeah. All right. We lost Daniel.
We did.
So I'm doing 2 uses.
All right. So we're sort of nearing the end here. You got sort of one more encounter, as it were. So,
Would me exploring any of these dead bodies around me lucratively get me anything?
maybe.
I want to look at all the dead bodies.
Sure. So are you rummaging through their pockets and stuff, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah. So as you rummage through their pockets, you find some squeaky toys. So if you want to mark those, you can have those if you want them. For
Oh,
sure.
wait, can I also get the gun? Can I roll to see if I can have the gun?
Sure.
Okay, what do I roll?
2d6 plus wisdom.
Oh, fuck. I try and pick up the gun, but it just fucking burns my hands.
You
2. I got fucking 2.
pick up the gun and it literally dissolves. The gun itself dissolves from the inside out.
I'm just gonna fucking
I
cry.
know, right? What's unfortunate. But also on the bodies, you find a key seemingly to the cellar down below, and you also
Down there.
you also find some junior mints
Ah,
Oh, great.
because why not? So do y'all want to enter without Staniel? And
he's taking a nap right now.
oh, there he is. Okay.
Doc is going to follow wherever they're going, but at a distance. I will be right back.
Yeah.
I am back.
So there's a key to the cellar. There's some cries of woes. Calliope thinks it might be a party.
It's a party.
Well, either way, I'm gonna make him shut the fuck up.
All right.
I'm gonna go in.
All right.
Yeah.
So you open the door to the cellar, because thematically it makes sense. From a horror standpoint, don't ever go down into the cellar. But so yeah, you get down to the cellar and you find sort of this creepy torture chamber area. The
Looks like home.
wails and screams help are coming from the skeleton hanging from the wall. He's the one asking for help. But there's definitely some like real deal happenings going down. Looks like a lot of people were murdered. Some experiments definitely going on. It's just sort of like a place you wouldn't necessarily want to be in.
As a little side note, fun fact, the entire household of mine is just murderous people, so this is normal for me.
Yeah, it's just like home, sure. So as you're sort of in the room exploring, you hear from the back. So you found your way into my lair. I'm so glad you've come to play. I have so longed for new playmates. And the owner, Kefka, shows up. And he comes in behind you. And what do you do?
I'm going to look him square in the eye and be like, I'm sure the owner before told you what would happen if he fired me. Same's going to happen to you. I'm going to kill your ass.
All right. So he certainly like responds to you, but like no change in his demeanor. He just looks at you and he says, "I welcome the opportunity."
That is super creepy.
What do you do for a Klondike bar?
Welcome back, Joel.
Someone.
I'll do anything for a Klondike bar, Mike.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, anything.
This guy wants to fight you for a Klondike bar. All right, so
I'm just gonna shoot him.
all right, cool. So we are sort of entering battle, I guess, as it were.
Well, I mean that's what's happening, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna pew pew.
Oh, I just told him I'm going to kill the fuck out of him.
All right, cool.
Time to pew pew.
All right,
Does nothing.
Must pew. Fails.
more pew, less pew.
Yeah, need more pew.
All right, so
Pew.
you fire your two blasts, and as you do, he does a swipe, and as he's swiping, a trail of flame trails behind his hand, and your bullets literally melt as they pass through the flame.
Oh shit. Okay.
Holy shit.
And that being the case, I need everyone to roll 2d6
Ah shit.
for
Any pluses?
for defy danger. Plus, it depends on how you're going to dodge an attack.
I'm dexterity. I'm jumping the hell out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That gives me a
Dexterity
9.
jumping the hell out the way.
Yeah.
That gives me a 8.
Yep. All right. And then what did you get, Tate?
I haven't rolled yet.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
That's a 12.
Okay. Cool.
I jumped really high.
Okay. And then Natalie, if you'll roll 2d6 as well.
You know what? I'm going to say it was with Constitution. I just stood there and just took it to the face. So
And
that's
then,
a 7.
Natalie's will be with with dexterity, so that'll be a 9 total.
We all move.
So as he had done the swipe with the hand and the bullets had melted, he pulls up his second hand and fires sort of a conal attack of fire in front of him, where you guys are, and you all sort of jump to dodge out of the way. Looks like Calliope sort of dodges it all together. She completely misses her, and then good old Cap just stands and takes it with his brute force, and then both Doc and Marjorie also jump to dodge out of the way. You do get grazed by the flames, so you're each going to just take 1 damage apiece, but that's it. So everyone takes 1 damage except for Calliope. So now, what are we doing?
Nice.
Clappy's quick.
Calliope jumped high.
I'm going to take one of my torches and use his flame against him.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it out, block part of it with part of it, and then just fucking chuck it directly back at him.
Okay. All right.
With an 11.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Let's roll
Do
for some
20 out of
damage.
20.
Boom.
Oh, no way. Hey,
seems,
natural ones.
seems
Every
like
good roll gets a bad roll.
seems like in the moment of using his fire, he might have been somewhat fire resistant. So you throw it at him, and it sort of just bounces off his chest and lands on the ground.
Flip him the bird.
And he looks back up at you and he says, "If that's the best you can do, there'll be no challenge for me." And
Oh, I
will
definitely
be
flip him the bird.
sad clown. All right, so all right, who's doing stuff next?
I'm gonna say while I'm still in the air, I'm gonna go ahead and do that blade raining thing again.
Yeah, sure, okay.
So it's what was it again?
I don't know.
I'm checking. So yeah, it's just 2d6
Yep.
plus Dex.
Rain of, yeah, that's right. Dex.
Yeah, so it's an 8.
All right.
So
Um,
3.5. No, not 3.5. What is it?
it's a fourth of them don't hit, and you've got what,
5.
5 blades. So I mean, a fourth of 5. We'll say one blade misses, so you can have the other 4.
Okay.
So
Was it 4d4 then?
yep,
Hey,
Yeah.
nice.
Sit the fucker down.
So you chuck all the blades in the air, and they start coming down, and they start pegging him. You know, shoulders, arms, maybe a little bit across the head and the face. And he definitely takes like the 11 damage. Yep, cool. All right. And he takes a step back after this happening, and he says, "Now that's more like it. More of that. Bring it the pain. Show me your hatred."
I'm gonna shout, "Good girl."
Yeah. So what's Marjorie doing in this scenario?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been paying attention. I don't think I should be putting anymore. I'm just boyfriend.
Just say I attack him.
I attack him. I
Sure.
attack him.
Yeah. So
What do I roll?
2d6.
She's gone to auto attacks. The character's off on the side.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and so you're gonna get a hit with no problems. So go ahead and roll for damage. That's about 2d4. All right, nice.
Damn.
Yeah. All right.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Women power. Let's go.
So yeah, you got this clown mofo in front of you, and you're gonna attack him with your blades. Give a description.
Okay. I'm going to take my blade and I'm going to get rid of his feather on top of his head and cut his head.
All right. So you definitely cut him on the face with his feather and cut the feather off, doing some pretty serious damage to the side of his face. And he's sort of bleeding. And sort of as you do so, he grabs his face, and you can see that like he's pretty upset by having his face like disfigured to some degree. And he kind of looks at you with this intense stare. He says, "How could you? My beautiful face!" So, you know, there's
He's
that.
not wrong. His face was kind of beautiful. Do you see that face?
Yeah, I know.
Good bone.
Pretty good looking face.
Yeah. So, where are we? Who was? I think Joel, you were the first one to hit. So what's
Yeah, I think it's me.
what's Doc doing?
I'm gonna trick shot him. I'm gonna bounce it off every fucking conceivable corner in this room and hit him in his eye.
Okay. Let's do a roll for that.
Hell yes,
All right.
that is happening.
Roll for the damages.
Fuck this clown.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So, yep, cool. All right, so yeah, explain it in more detail to me. Give me a what I did.
It goes everywhere, and then it goes into his eye.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. So yeah, so the bullet bounces and then catches him right in the eye, sinks right in, and embeds sort of in his eye. and he grabs his face, and he holds it, and then like takes his arms out and goes like this. Burst of flame just comes out from him immediately, not far enough to hit you guys, and he sort of looks at the air and screams, and sort of as he does so, he starts to sort of like just burn all over, and he pulls his hand out, and a large ball of fire starts to form in his hand, and he's looking pretty intense at the moment. So, what do you do? But, who's turning me on? Somebody.
It's
Somebody,
me, but
not
he
me.
looks so
Fuck
much
him
like
up.
a Dragon Ball Z character.
I'm gonna tell him to keep making that face.
I'm gonna try to distract him.
All right, cool.
2d6
Yeah.
plus 1. So 10. Hey,
All right.
he's fully distracted,
Yeah.
and
all
I
right.
get an attack. Sweet.
All right, cool. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna
So,
tell him, fuck your sister,
Yep.
fuck your mama. Every time I juggle him up.
Yeah. So whenever someone makes an attack, basically you get to follow up with an additional attack while they're doing that. So,
Yeah.
who's
Sweet.
who's next on our turn order?
It is I,
Yep.
Calliope.
So you can make an attack without rolling. So
Ooh. Is that his
That
hair?
is a pretty
or
sick
is
hair
that-
attack.
is what now?
Is that his hair behind him? Like, does he have really long hair?
That's like a feather.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab him by his fucking feather, and I'm gonna hit him against the wall.
Okay.
I have to go in brute force.
All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, roll for damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It was only 3.
Do I need to roll for a hit, or
Yeah,
do
yeah.
I just roll straight damage?
You'll roll for your damage is all. Yep.
All right, cool. That's a 1d8.
Well,
There
yeah,
you go. That's a 9 total.
Is the damage? Hold on. Is the Sure's? Sorry, I gotta read because I don't remember what I wrote. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Underneath hit points, yeah, it's just 1d8.
yeah. So yeah. So you roll your 6, and she got a 3, so for a total of 9, right?
Yep.
All right. So
Yep.
as Calliope slams him against the wall, how does Doc make his or Cap? How does Cap make his attack?
I'm gonna kick him in the dick
Okay.
with my giant fucking clown shoes.
Dear God.
So definitely. And as you do so, he sort of cries out in pain. You know, this like almost wolf howl, and then he sort of slumps to the ground for a second. What's somebody's got some echo going on. Okay, there we go. So what's Marjorie doing?
Marjorie is going to take these little flyaway hairs right here at his temple. She's gonna braid them and she's gonna twist them until it fucking hurts his skull.
Great.
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
I hope
Let's,
this devastates his ass.
let's roll on some dexterity on that. So
So, can you tell me what one to roll?
2d6. And then
Box
the dexterity
him up.
gives you 11 total. So yeah, yeah. So you braid his hair until it hurts, because he's like stepped over on the wall for a second.
That would fucking hurt. That would really hurt, actually.
Sure. And so let's roll for some damage. Roll your 2d4.
Kicking the ball and hair pull.
She's devastated him.
Yeah. So so yeah, he cries like an 8-year-old girl getting her hair brushed. Yeah. And then he sort of takes a second to like tuck and roll to the far corner of the room, and what's Doc doing?
I'm gonna lasso his ass.
All right.
Keep him down.
And I get a +1 to my roll, so that's an 8 plus Dex. That's a 10.
Okay. All
Because
right.
my +1 was my trick shot +1. So
Sure. All right. So yeah, you hog time, or how are you lassoing? I guess you tell me.
I'm hog tying him.
All right. Yeah. So you definitely make all the necessary ties. You bind him up. He probably won't stay tied up too long because he can like emanate fire from his whole body. But he's definitely down for this second, providing an opportunity for someone else to attack.
Slap his ass! Someone slap his ass!
Daniel, do a 20 damage for free.
What's Cap doing?
Slap his ass!
Oh yeah, he's definitely taking a little bit more fire and just gonna light his ass on fire. Light specifically that giant fucking feather on fire.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let's get a roll for that.
Just straight D20.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once again, it seems that he might
Only
be.
did that one time, okay?
It seems like he might be a little impervious to fire damage. I guess the dice have decided that because he is a fire user. So yeah, you do it. Sort of as you do so, he does manage to burn the ropes free, and he's free now at this moment. So in the sort of meantime, what is Calliope doing?
I'm going in for the ass slap. I'm just gonna slap him on the ass. What modifier do I need to add?
So you're gonna have to like slip in behind him because he's facing you, right? So let's roll with dexterity.
Okay, that's a
Are you sure that's not charisma? Good game.
an 8.
So yeah, okay, so it's an 8. So go ahead and roll for damage then. I'm cool with it.
It's 6.
All right. So
They like vibrate for a second. It's really thick, so he really feels it.
yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you tuck in behind and you in the theme of your group being very ass centric, give him very hard like a painful ass slap, and he takes it. But you can see like a little like crook in his mouth. He kind of likes it.
Does he have them apple bottom jeans?
Yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. Look, man, his milkshakes, they're in the yard, all right?
Okay.
The boys have
Listen,
arrived.
can we just ask if he's down to fuck?
So,
No fight, no all love.
Can I still seduce him at this point?
yeah, well, hold on. So, if I get everyone to roll Defy Danger real quick. We could,
Oh man! Wait, is he gonna go in and? Wait a minute! Did we lead him on too much?
So,
I got an 11. He ain't touching me.
People get some good rolls there.
Dude,
yeah.
I got a 10.
So, Natalie, roll a 2d6. Okay. And then
We
plus
add
your dex, it'll be a 10. Yeah. And then 2d6 on dex for you as well. Tape.
Okay, so it's a 10.
Okay. So, he holds both hands out and starts spinning around the room, firing fireballs in all directions. Very Last Starfighter, if anyone gets that reference at all. So it's just there's no real aim to it. He's just firing all over the place. They're going everywhere. All of you miraculously managed to dodge it because you're just good at that kind of thing, I guess.
I don't move. I just stand there and say, "You don't shoot for shit."
Yeah. So
We're all just
Constitution.
standing there. He just really sucks at
yeah,
aiming.
in his fit of rage, like I said, no aim, and then that kind of like stops. And once that stops, what is Doc doing?
Trick shotting it straight to his fucking face.
Yeah, sure.
He's still so excited from that ass clap, and he purposely missed.
That's a 9,
Nice. Okay. And then roll for some damage.
and he's taking 5.
Okay.
Hey.
Guess what? He gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it! I was gonna go
Yeah.
with twist.
All right. So
Well, hold on.
my trick shot's gonna bounce. No, I want to talk about my shot.
I know. So once he's dead, you can all just like stab him on the ground too. So go ahead and describe the trick shot.
All right, it's gonna bounce off this whatever the fuck this animal's head is right here, and it's gonna go in the one eye of the skeleton and out the other, and it's gonna go through the side of this dude's head, and he's just gonna blink his eyes and fall to the ground.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So he definitely like takes.
And then the
damage.
skeleton's gonna say, "Damn."
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, he takes it. He falls to the ground. He dies, and that pretty much does it. He's dead. That's all of the enemies in the circus sort of defeated.
I'm gonna stand over him and say, "That's how you shoot, son.
Yeah.
Fucking
It
murder.
is the way."
So
I'm gonna take his body for later.
yeah.
I will also loot with her.
No, I'm not looting. I'm taking his body.
You're taking the whole body.
It's like I take the whole thing. So, all right, cool. So yeah, y'all defeat him. There seem to be no other assailants. The skeleton's still on the wall. Y'all gonna do anything with him?
I want to untie him, and he's gonna be my best friend.
I'm gonna make
Okay.
out with him.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, are you making out with him before he's untied or after?
Both.
Both.
Okay. Sure. So well, let's roll charisma. Let's see if he wants that.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
I mean-
Okay. Fine. Okay. Let's see.
Nah, he doesn't want it.
Hold on. I still got this. That is a fucking 12.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
without my charisma. Let's fucking go.
So you start making out with him as Doc starts untying him, and he his whole body is a massive boner. So
Look at this shit.
Yes,
Nice.
great.
He becomes Doc's best friend, and I guess your new boyfriend. So
I'm gonna look at her and be like, you know what? You're definitely part of the family. I'm gonna call you baby.
Baby. Circus baby. What's up?
yeah. So
She's now mine and Mama Firefly's daughter.
as you exit the dungeon and the now burning tent with stone walls inside there, not burning, just the outside of the tent. You leave the circus as it's going down in flames with your freedom intact, homeless and jobless, but very much alive. So
At least I have a boyfriend now.
I still have a house. I'm just way fucking far away from it.
yeah. Well, maybe everyone can just come live with you with your terrible family.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be our new adopted daughter.
Nice. So yeah, and that sort of concludes the dungeon world business. So
That was great.
yeah.
That was amazing. And
was
I didn't
fantastic.
die this
Fucking,
time.
It's not dying is
fucking
fun.
Joe Exotic, man.
Very exotic.
I could not deal with Joe Exotic.
Yay for surviving.
Yeah,
Silence for Mike Solar.
Yeah, thanks for playing, Natalie. It's Natalie's first time. She's never played
You did well.
she's never played a tabletop
Yeah.
role-playing game ever.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
You didn't die.
you didn't die. That's right.
I don't know. I could have died. I didn't even know it. Honestly.
No, you lived. You did good. So there's our buddy.
Pulling back up.
Let's all have a moment for Joe Exotic.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm zoom. Oh my god! I don't. Did anyone else have a ring just pop up on his balls?